No.
Now, if he can get an MBE for that, then I doth thee, Sir Mark of macrame.
I was talking to Paula Bennett this morning before you arrived.
Yeah.
And there's a nickname you call me sometimes. I'm not going to tell you which it is.
Marky McBarky? Oh, sorry, straight away.
And instead of having a swear box that you put £1 in every time you call me that, every time you call me that during today's show, you have to do half an hour on the bike.
Well, I could, but for medical reasons, I'm not supposed to go on that bike. Although I might just do it anyway. I'm really not, but I really want to get on there.
Yeah, that'd be good. So
I do, and Chloe, you can't do it. Why don't we do press-ups instead? No, actually, I think I can't do that either.
You can't do that either.
No, we'll just sit on the bike and...
that could be something to think about for the rest of the year, couldn't it? A Jewellery Maker fitness DVD. All the celebs do them. We should do one as well. Do you reckon?
I'd love that so much. Yes. I can't do anything at the moment. I'm not to run, swim, ride the horse, nothing. Anyway, it's not about that. Let's keep it interactive with you this morning. I think we ought to, given the fact that the MBE has been given to the hairdresser of David Cameron, I think we ought to keep it a little bit on that. What have you, or what do you know someone who's been given an award for something you think, what over? Or maybe someone's given you an award and you think, what is that about? Then give us or some recognition for something that's just kind of bizarre. 60777 JM Studio. Start your message with the word JM Studio followed by whatever it is that's quite bizarre in your world today. Anything bizarre will do, actually, I've decided. You can get through to us via the power of Webulous, all the W's.jewellerymaker.com. Click to watch us live and then send a message to the studio. Now, I have got for you some very special strands. Should we see some treaties? How do I start? I've got to start with these. Whoa! Look at the size of these. They're wonderful. The minute I came in this morning, I went, whoa, Mark, look at these. Wow. 750 carats of wowness. Look at that. They are wonderful. Going under £10 and coming up later on today. Also, for you, I have, where is it? There it is, right in front of me. Sky Blue Topaz. Yes, please. Aren't they gorgeous? They're coming up for you later on in today's show. I think you've got the heating on instead of the aircon in here.
Very hot.
It's getting hotter and hotter by the second. I think we've got the heating on. I'm thinking, I'm having a hot flush. I'm not that old yet. Have a look at these. They're brand new. They're absolutely mesmerising. So different. Love these. We've got the tote bags. We've got the tote bags. I haven't got a cough anymore. We are. Have you seen the tote bags?
Oh, I haven't seen this one.
Oh, Mark.
Ah.
Oh, Marky McBarky.
Gosh.
We've got the tote
Does it
bag.
fold flat?
Does it? I don't know. Well, there's a question. I expect maybe it does. It has got some jiggery about it. You can work that one out, Mark.
Okay.
Should it fold flat?
It might do.
Oh, it's got rods in it. No, I don't think it does. How wonderful is that? I know a lot of crafty people are quite in need of this. Quite jealous of this, some people I know. It's a jewellery maker thing. That's how, I mean, that's just how we roll. It's how we roll. I'm going to keep this near me. I want this. Can I have it? I mean, even for you in the garden, if not for jewellery making. How would you think?
Bottle of wine, couple of glasses.
Wine, of course.
Yeah.
Wine in the supermarket, those boxes go poof. Now let's kick off today's show with our early bird, which Mark chose for you this morning, actually. We were sat there and we were thinking, what can we do the best deal on that's amazing? And Mark went, forget it, look at these, they need to be your early bird, they're absolutely amazing. Look at them, they are hand carved. Woohoo!
Now that really surprised me because when I walked past them 2 or 3 times this morning and we were looking at choosing an early bird and I saw those flowers and I thought, that's got to be it.
It's got to be it.
Yeah.
Do you know how amazing would these look as buttons? How perfect are these with your needle felt?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Cannot get enough of needle felt. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful medium. Now, in fact, I'm going to get Martha started on needle felting.
Oh,
that's what I'm going to do. Martha, that's the easiest and perhaps one of the most amazing mediums there. If you can do this, you can needle felt. Can you do this? We can all do that. You can needle felt. It's wonderful, and you get the most glorious, bright colours. Have a look. Have a look at what you've got. You've got the green, you've got the yellow. How cool are these going to look in rings for the summertime? They could, of course, go in cufflinks. Mark, I mean, we both looked at these and said, wow. Tell me about where you were going. Where's your designer brain taking you?
Well, I looked at that strand and I think there are probably half a warm colours and half a cold colour, so I'll separate those first of all.
Of course.
And we've had some amazing wax cord bundles recently in the 10 spool packs, which would, I mean, they call them pastel shades or brights, I can't remember what they were called, but that would just go amazingly well with those. Just one bead on a wristwatch face bracelet, that's all you're going to need.
Yes.
They're going to go for miles.
I like the idea of a vintage style ring out of these. I think I think these are very happy summer colours altogether.
We need a bit of summer colour, don't we, at the moment?
Absolutely. Well, Mark, you tell me all the time. You've done Christmas. You've done Valentine's Day. It's springtime now that you're thinking about now, isn't it?
Easter.
It's got to be colours like this, right?
Perfect. Beautiful.
Well, you heard it from Mr. Marky Smith, Sir Marky Smith's mouth himself, CAG P41. 310 carats in total. These gorgeous flower cut ovals are 24 by 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of them. That's what I've got on my strand. You should have there or thereabouts. Always the same carat weights. But just an amazing array of colours, whether you want those deep, deep blues, those bright, wonderful pinks, whether it's green that puts a big smile on your face, it certainly does mine, or whether it's gorgeous purple that you want in your collection, you have got the gemstone for it, whether they're going to be buttons, whether they're going with your needle felt, whether they're going with your sari silks. I think these would look really great if you're going to mix medium. So if you're working with fabrics as well, I think these are going to look so cool next to fabrics. There's one of two ways in which you can come and get these. You can pick up the phone and dial 0800 644 655 to come and grab our early bird. You can get yourself on the webulous or the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Use your debit card or your credit card, going majorly under £15 for you this morning, which is crazy when you think, oh, these are flip-sided. Look, oh, both sides are have that carving. And you know, actually, how much waste must go into a gemstone? Because normally we see carving on with gemstones like this, with an oval like this on one side. That must be a lot of waste.
Because the carving, now I'm probably going to get this wrong. Now there's concave, and I can't remember what the other term is.
Yeah, the concave faceting. Yeah.
So this is sitting proud rather than being dipping inside. So as you said, there's going to be quite a bit.
There's going to be more waste because of the way it's elevated.
Yes,
it's an elevated carving, so there is going to be more waste there, and it's done on both sides. So without further ado, let me give you a chance to come and grab these, because you're all chomping at the bit to get them in your basket. CAGP41 is your item code. Whew, £9.95. Think about where these are going in your collections. Think about, are these going to see their way in collections that are going to be sold on? Are they going to see their way into the children's collections? Are they going to see their way into hat pins, maybe scarf pins, rings, in fact, your summer collection? I think the possibilities are only limited by your imagination. We have got absolutely loads of scope for design here. Don't forget, if you're opening a basket with us this morning, it's 1p&p all day. If you've tuned in today with thoughts of findings, right, I need to get this today, so I'm going to tune into the show. But you see these, an open basket's an open basket. You're never going to have to pay more than 1p&p, which is £2.95. Small queues on the phone lines if you're joining the tail end of those. Just a couple of minutes long, but it is a free phone number if you ring in from your home phone. I don't even know where my home phone is. I've probably lost it. It's one of those portable jobbies. Goodness knows where that is. £9.95. You can use your debit card or your credit card to come and grab these. Wow, what an incredible deal. Now, Dion's feeling a little bit better this morning. I've given her some infused tissues. I rang her last night to talk about today's show, and she was in bed.
Oh, no.
At 7 o'clock, she was in bed, which is where she should have been. She was all sniffly snuffly. Now, I'm going to give you Marky McBark's challenge. I put the tiger's eye on there. Now, I've got to be honest with you. McBarks. Is it every time I call you McBarks?
Yes.
I said it again.
That's 7 times so far. We've only been on air 10 minutes.
Oh, crikey. I think for every time I call him, I have to donate 10p. Yeah, but I'm going to call him about 2,000 times in the show, so Martha said, that's not very generous. No, it's not, is it? No, it's all I can afford, Martha. I love this strand of rounds.
It's stunning,
Reminds
isn't it?
me of Brighton Pebble Beach.
Yeah, this did it for me, actually. And I think it's a gemstone, but I might be wrong, so I'll wait for you to tell me what it is.
No, I think it is.
Is it?
Is it jasper?
Oh, okay.
No, do you know what? There's little flickers of pyrite in here, did you see? I love these. Let's see what we've got.
I'm going to wait for you to tell me.
It is in fact...
Is it ocean agate?
It's ocean
Is it
agate.
really? No.
Don't you think it's wonderful? Actually, that one that appears quite white on your screen now, does that remind you of a satellite view of a planet? Perhaps the Earth. Now, yeah, a snowy planet, yeah. I love these. You've got the greys, you've got the yellows. Now there is a letter missing from your code on the screen. What is the, it should be a foxtrot. Don't miss out the foxtrot, whatever you do. So it should be a foxtrot. Now you've also got here some denim blue sodalite, which always reminds us of the gorgeous Debbie Bolford, who we love.
Yeah, we had a strand of sodalite on the macrame workshop yesterday, and all the ladies said it was one of their favourites. It's a beautiful stone.
I think blue is one that anyone can wear, and well, statistically, blue is the world's favourite colour, isn't it? And Dion is, you know, any time Dion produces me, I've got at least 20 blue strands in there. Now you've also got some blue quartz. Now I think this blue quartz looks like blue fluorite. It's got a very similar clarity. Do you agree?
Is that what it is?
No, it's blue quartz, but it looks like fluorite.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I think so. Do you?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I love that. I love the clarity of it. It's got this sort of greeny blueness about it, almost a mermaid blue or a mermaidial blue. As is the actual made-up word. Now, our F for Foxtrot to G, C91 is your item code. You are getting, am I getting blue? Oh, Mark, I'm going to give you some wire as well. You're going to get 0.4 wire. Now, 0.4 wire, Mark, you can do Shambhala style bracelets
You can.
with.
We did it yesterday on the workshop.
I love that. And you have got one in a kit today, which is fabulous. In America, they're calling it macrame. Did you know that?
Macrame, yes.
I only learned that when I was watching a film the other day, and I thought, macrame, I know that word. Oh my gosh, I mean macrame. Isn't it funny? I love those Americans. Now, you've got a really wonderful navy blue in this wire. Do we see a lot of this colour?
I think it's the first time I've had it in a challenge.
I don't think I've seen a lot of this.
And it's not just 10 metres either.
Oh, I like. Do you know what that's look really nice with? You've got 100 metres. I think it looked lovely with the pink wire that we've got twisted, or the green.
The baby pink or the fuchsia pink?
The baby pink. Or either, actually.
Yeah, yep.
But I was thinking the baby pink. What do you think?
Baby pink, I think.
With the wire twister tool, I think that would look gorgeous. Oh, I like this.
This is thinking out the box, but navy blue works really well with purple as well, the two colours.
Ooh,
doesn't sound,
yes.
but it really does work together. Beautiful.
Yeah, because you just sort of notice a difference in tone, don't you? So you've got 0.4 wire, 100 metres. 0.4 is great for doing macrame bracelets. 0.4 is also great for doing crochet. It's wonderful to knit with. You can plait with it. Wire twister-armour, that's what it's great for. You know what? If you have your gizmo, then you know that gizmo coils in 0.4 are just excellent. Make sure you're grabbing this chance. You've got wonderful gemstones here, and the round is your best friend, isn't it, in jewellery making terms, because it's easy. It's the one we first reach for. I think most of us start off making stretchy bracelets with round gemstones. I think we make beady beads with rounds, earrings with rounds. They're just a very familiar shape, aren't they, to start working with. Now, so you've got 3 really wonderful stones, and one in particular stands out for me because we haven't seen anything like this agate before, and I do think it's really special. What do you think? The ocean agate rounds, those are 8mm, as are your sodalites and your blue quartz at 8mm also. We have got those on an 18cm distinctive strand for you. 0.4 wire, 100 meters of the navy blue. All of this and so much scope for design coming to your screens for just £20.95. The wire on its own is £14.95, so you're getting for just a couple of extra pence. £2 per strand, that makes this, does it? That makes it just £2 per strand. 0800 644 655. All the W's.jewellerymaker.com. Come and get yourself involved. Mark, early thoughts from you, my darling.
Well, I've decided that people have a love or hate thing with tassels. You like tassels, don't you?
I do like a tassel,
so,
yes.
So I've cut mine in half. So I can cater for all tastes. So, so I haven't made any tasselled earrings for a while, so that's what I'm going to start with, and I may go down the gizmo route.
They always remind me of the broom from
yes.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
What's his name? Can't remember. Oh, now I've asked. That's an ask. I don't know. If you know the name of the broom in Beauty and the Beast, please text us in 60777. I've forgotten. How could we? That's one of our favourite films. Oh, what kind of fans are we of Disney? Now, the aircon's broken, so Mark and I are literally, we're living in Hawaii right now, Mark. We should have worn our bikini.
Well, I put a vest on this morning as well, because I thought it would be chilly coming to work, and never mind.
I love that Mark put a vest on. So you're going to, so we've just been through Mark's ideas, and he's going to be working with the tassels that he's cut in half with some earrings. Any more thoughts from you, sir? It's going to be
gizgo. It's going to be gizmo.
Gizmo? Let's have a gizgo.
Let's have a gizgo. So it's going to be, no, I'm going to do gizmo work this morning, I think.
Good.
I've been let loose with the gizmo for a long time.
And we've got the gizmo in stock, I do believe. Now, do you know what? It's time for the tote bag. Do you know, we need a man in a toga to fan us. If you could go and request that for me, Dion, that would be lovely. Now, we are, how many have we got, Dee Dee? Come on. Less than 30 of these, and every time we bring them to air, it literally goes bananas in pyjamas. Now, this tote bag fits absolutely stacks, and I mean, I remember having a whole shelf of wire in here, and then I had room for more. I can show you a great way to store and to be portable with all your findings, your boxes, your strands. There's loads of pockets. It's our most popular bag, and it's all branded Jewellery Maker. Don't you just love the way it looks? It's so cute, isn't it? So you've got a big pocket here, okay, and then you have got the smaller pocket at the top. Then you have got, look inside, absolutely stacks of room to be storing. Oh, believe me, I had half of the studio in here because I think that you can fit more than you actually realise in here. I'm just going to go and get some wire. I'll be back in a minute. Mark, seriously, you can get loads in here. Oh, Cass is wagging her little finger at me. Like, don't you dare. Do you remember last time we did this, Cass, how long it took us to clear up? I say us. I say us, I mean you, of course. But so far, in the one side, I have 6 reels of wire. 6 reels of wire in the one side alone, which is fab. Bring it at me, baby. She's coming with more. So let's fit some more in. Steady now, there's no need to throw it at me. Now, the toolkit fits in here beautifully, and what I will say to you is, you've got the little pockets inside, which is really difficult to show you actually, which actually clasp on, can you see, to your tools. Tell you what, I'll put some tweezers inside them. There you go.
That little side pocket on the right-hand side, you have 2, a little one and a taller one. Would that fit a tablet?
A tablet, this one?
The bigger one, it would fit a tablet, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So you could put your tablet in there. Oh, you've got a zippy pocket at the front as well.
Gosh.
For your lunch, or for a bit of money, because it's zippy. You know, you've got, oh, and on the other side, you've got the pockets there, all touch fastening. And you've got, what I love about this, Mark, is that, you know when you've got a really heavy bag and it digs into your hand, you've got that lovely comfort grip. Which we know. Now, Laura Binding, I think, has got about 6 of these. She bought loads.
Did she?
Because she doesn't drive. She goes everywhere by train or by bus. So, you know, to have the bag that does it, plus you've got the longer strap as well. We've had a text in about this bag. I'm off. I think you can keep your gardening supplies in here. Now for me, we've got these down the yard and they've got all our hoof picks and hoof oil in them. They have. And then I've got one under the sink which has got all of our ribbon in. They don't just have to be for jewellery making. Now Mark, you worked for a long time in the garden centre, which I know you miss dearly. The beautiful garden centre, isn't it? Did you, the one near Burford, was it?
Near Abingdon. Near Abingdon.
Yeah. Now, talk to me about these bags, because I've seen these in the garden centre for a lot of, the big ones, a lot, the smaller ones we got are about £25 in there.
Absolutely, and that's without any tools. I mean, we had 2 or 3 suppliers that provided us with gardening bags and gardening belts and kneelers and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And their bags before tools were started at £25 for probably half the size of that.
So if I gave you this bag for £40, it would be a good deal.
It would be amazing, gosh, yes.
We've only got 6 left. Give me the price tag. It's only £17.95. It's me yapping. We didn't have enough to go around. I'm sorry, that's my fault entirely. We got a message for this bag. Not for the bag, but for us re the bag. And it's from Karen in Norfolk. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Karen. And Karen says, morning, Mark and Jenny. Really love your dress, Jenny. You look very, oh, thank you, till I open my mouth. Hey, Karen. I have that tote bag. Wow, it holds so much. I have the smaller bags, which I, ... It cuts your blinking message. A melt pot, would a melt pot fit in there? Yeah, it would, yeah. Easily. Now, oh dear, my problem is, we had a bundle over here that I took from. What colour was the bundle?
Copper.
It was the copper, wasn't
there.
it? Yeah. All right, oh dear. Yeah, I've messed up life, to be honest, Claire. No. Have you messed up? Yeah, everything. Where did I get them all from? I stole them. I took them. That's why Cass was coming after me, wagging her fingers. Now, I am going, these have gone now. Let's go to the coil cutting pliers. Now, the coil cutting pliers are wonderful if you're doing lots and lots of chainmail, because you can create your own jump ring and uniform. Now, you do need to do such a thing, the saw cutter, which is available on our website. Most jewellery makers that what do you need the saw cutter, or can I cut them with my straight cut nippers, do you think?
Well, I'm showing you a demo.
Don't you? That's the whole
when
point.
We do the sweetie bracelet later on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I didn't have this, or I would have used that, and I've used pliers. But if I had this, I would have used. It would have made my job a lot quicker.
Well, it is quicker, easier, and you get the uniform jump ring, because if you cut a jump ring, if you're doing lots and lots, it makes a difference. If you're just doing 1 or 2, not so much. But if you are making a sweetie bracelet, or if you are making a chainmail bracelet, you want to do that straight cut, that saw cut jump ring, because if you do it at an angle and you go to put the jump ring back together, it doesn't back together, it misses, you get the gap, and then when you wear it, it's a bit scratchy. So if you want to avoid that, then you need this tool. Now, there is a demonstration on how to exactly use this tool on our website, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. It's on the free downloads, and also I think it's on our YouTube subscription as well. This is what it looks like. Now, on the reverse side, you have full instructions. But like I said, we have got the download. It is available on our website. Now, all you do is you put your gizmo coil on. Shall I open it up to show you? Shall I do that? Why not? The warehouse is screaming out in pain right now. They hate it when I do this. Not you, Jenny. So you put your coil on. You put your coil on, and then this slit here is where you do your saw cutting. This is me pretending to have a saw cutter, which I'm not allowed to use because I'm dangerous with them. This is an essential tool if you want those neat jump rings, if you want those neat sweetie bracelets, or if you're creating lots and lots of chainmail. Mark, now you haven't had this because previously it's been out of stock. It's in stock today. What made you pick up the phone for this?
If I was at home watching now, as we know, that bracelet that we've got coming up later, I mean, that took me a good 20 minutes to cut all the jump rings individually. And as you said, I mean, they're neat, but they could be neater. They could be more sharp.
knowing what a perfectionist you are, Mark, I'm very surprised you haven't got this already. Would you mind if I had a sneaky peek of your sweetie bracelet?
No. Don't get too close to it though.
I've already staked my claim. I've made my mark on that bracelet already this morning, Mark. Like a bloodhound. Have a look. So if you want to create a sweetie, I love this. So Mark made all of these. Oh, I ought to try it on really. Isn't it lovely? Hands off, Dion. This baby's mine. It is beautiful. It's beautiful. Dion's going, it's beautiful, beautiful.
Too small.
No, it'll go on, but I might need your assistance. No, it will go on. It's like I'm like an ugly sister right now. This slipper will fit. There we go. Beautiful fit there, look. So you have got, Mark, it's so you custom made it for me. Could it be so, sir? So your saw cutting pliers are going at an all-time low. Now you have the full instructions. The coil cutting pliers turn wire coils into the perfect jump ring. They hold the wire with a 4.5 all the way up to a 9mm outer diameter. They are stainless steel with a real comfort grip, and they have a box joint construction. SYBD83 is your item code. Another wonderfully professional tool put together by the Beadsmith, a very, very highly respected manufacturer in the jewellery making game, a USA company that specifically create tools just to jewellery make with. Get the wire cutting coil, the coil cutting price, not for $14.95, which is your regular price tag, but for today, we're going to go even lower. A snippet at just $9.95. Now Mark's kicking himself because I know he wants this, and every time we do this to you while you're here and not at home ready to order, don't forget that 1P&P. Mark, for $9.95. I mean, I've been to those big crafty stores. I've seen just normal round nose pliers at $8.95 in certain shops. This is wonderful.
I really like the handle on the Beadsmith range as well. They're really ergonomic. Is that the right word?
Yes,
they're really nice to use. They, they've been well thought out. The design. Really
you can tell a jewellery maker's created them.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
And you don't get that achy palm thing. No. You know when you're really wire working, your palms ache, don't they? You don't need, I think if you're using bonier tools, if you know what I mean, for want of a better term. Yep. $9.95 is your price tag. There are lots of you shopping with us here this morning. A great big kiss on the lips of a good morning to each and every one of you. Don't forget your text messages to come through. We want to hear from you. What bizarre thing have you been praised for? We are hearing today, our subject, Mark and I are hearing on the radio, that David Cameron's hairdresser has been given an OBE just for moving his parting from one place to the other for his contributions to hairdressing, which is great. I think, I mean, what a lucky hairdresser. Fine, let's not knock him. I want to be in his shoes right now, wouldn't you?
Not at all.
You would. You would, I would. $9.95. I can't flick a part in. Actually, no, I can. I'm very good at doing my son's hair. We got that down to a T. Do you know what, Mark? We're going to go to the first kit of the day, which is the glorious kit. Now, could you have any more wire in a kit? You obviously helped with the process of putting this kit together, sir.
Might have done.
Yes, confirm this. I can see you did. I know you inside out, mister, and I can see that these gemstones are exactly what Mark would choose. You've got the perfect wire. I think Mark even knew what he wanted to make before he saw his kit, so he put the kit together accordingly, because you're going to go bananas when you see Mark's jewellery. Always important to have lots of blacks in our stash, because they go with everything. Now, I'm wearing the bracelet that Mark has created with this kit that I am super in love with. Look at the sparkle. Isn't there loads of luster? Claire, my wonderful director, just saying, very sparkly. Gosh, look at the luster. Isn't it gorgeous? It is. Now, you have got the smaller. So we're seeing options to do a gradient here. Very Mark Smith. Now, it's the sparkle that gets me, though. And you could go either way with this. It could go vintage, or you could go ultra, ultra modern. You could be very classic with your designs. And then you've got the plain round. Now, a plain black round has its place in every piece of jewellery, I think. You always want to reach for it. If you're using lots of silver, or any metallic, actually, That one plain round makes all the difference to your focal pieces, doesn't it? Then I'm going to give to you some wire. Firstly, I'm going to give you the 1 mil, and I've got to say, both the Mark Smith and Gemma Crow do tend to go for this copper colour very, very, very often indeed. I know I mentioned Gemma loads yesterday. She's a dear friend and a wonderful jewellery maker. Now, out of 1 mil you can make your rings. Out of 1 mil you can make your big structure. Now, Mark, it looks like you used the 1 mil to do these jump rings as well, did you?
Certainly did. Everything on that, all the components are 1 mil.
Now you've hammered your 1 mil here. I want to show you that hammering. Now I love that look. I absolutely adore it. I love that you've created it. Look, don't you think this looks, it just looks wonderful, doesn't it? By hammering wire with your flat-headed chase hammer, you got not only work hardening, but a whole new look. It almost gives a matte finish, a very classy finish, and if I might even say, quite an expensive looking finish to the jewellery, which I love. In this copper colour, I think there's a little bit of a wink to that sort of rose gold look that we're all mad about at the moment. So your 1 mil wire, structure, strength, it's your muscles, isn't it, in your piece? But it's also flexible. It's more flexible than a 1.5 and a 1.25. So if you want the flexibility, but you want it to stay where it is, but you want to work hardened pieces or you want to work flattened pieces, then your 1 mil is the one you want. Now 0.6, probably the most versatile of all wires. It will be created into a shepherd's hook and go through the ear piercing hole. So 0.6 is great to have for that alone. Also your rosary links, most pearls will take a 0.6 as probably the thickest gauge. Now you can wire twist to tool this as well, really give it a twist together. It looks wonderful done in that way. You can gizmo coil, well you can gizmo coil any of them, but these look great as gizmo coils. You can still have certain amounts of structure with 0.6 actually, I think. And it's probably the best starter wire because you can manipulate it, you can wind it, you can twist it, you can twirl it, and it's not difficult. It's very, very easy. If you haven't done any wire work before, please don't worry because we do have your step-by-step DVDs. They're available on the website and we go right from wire work to beginners. We've got so many more advanced techniques as well. So please never worry. There is so much support out there for you as jewellery makers. Now, I'm also going to give you, now I'm really glad you've done this, Mark, because this is my favourite thing in a kit, to have the matching beading thread. Because I have opened my cupboards to about 100 stainless steel beading threads. Yeah. One day I'm going to do something. I'm going to make a huge sculpture out of it after I've invited Gemma Crow around to do it for me. Now you're also getting your monofilaments and your elastic. So you've got all your beading materials. Now you've never ever shopped with us before at Jewellery Maker. Everything you get. The benefit of a kit is this. Firstly, you get everything you need to start making jewellery, literally every element. When you get this home, ready to go. Secondly, our kits are put together by our designers. So it's not just a random process of putting things together, it's a thought through process. We've put these kits together to inspire you, to help you. We also give you a great saving. If you buy a kit, you're always paying a lot lower than if you were to go onto our website or shop with us in any other way and buy all of the elements individually. That's the point, that's the perk. Also, if you've never shopped with us before, when you get your kit home, only with your first kit, if you make up the jewellery and you think, I cannot do this, it is not for me, even though you've had to play around with it, even though you've got it out, you've made jewellery out of it, if you send it back with your first kit only, we'll still give you your money back if you don't love your new hobby. We will also give you a free tutorial DVD. We'll also give you a free Gem Hub magazine, and you'll get a book step by step. Now you're getting all of this, but I haven't mentioned the fact that you've got solid sterling silver and rose gold findings, 43 of them, including 2 pairs of shepherd's hooks, that beautiful heart chain, your toggle clasp, your crimp beads, your crimp bead covers, you've got your lobster claw clasps, your open jump rings, head pins and eye pins, everything you need. SZGC42 is your item code. It's called Strike a Pose. Did you name it? Yes, you did.
Why did you think I named it?
Strike a pose, because it's your kit. Are you ready? All of this should be $47.15. When you shop elsewhere, would you get all of this silver? All of this wire, there's 20 meters of wire, these wonderful gemstones, agate and black onyx, and your beading material. You're not even paying that price tag. No, no, no. You are paying under £30 with us today, £27.95. A kit that has been put together by Mark for you to enjoy. And believe me, if you love the sweetie bracelet, you're going to love the rest of the jewellery Mark's made. It's glorious. And with that set, and without further ado, I would certainly like to trot myself on over to that man. The temperature's starting to cool now.
Yes.
We are ready. I feel like I've had a dip in the pool, Mark. Who needs a holiday? Now, let's take our cups of tea and go on over to Mark. Now, get yourself comfortable. You're gonna love this. Let's go. Now, Mark has created this morning, obviously every time Mark's here, I come in and I go through all his jewellery and I think, oh, I'm gonna make sure this doesn't get destroyed and that doesn't get destroyed. I love the sweetie bracelet. It's the first thing you showed me this morning. But also, I love this too. This is very Downton Abbey, which by the way has gone huge in America apparently.
Has it?
Yeah. Oh. Now, so everyone's going to be doing this now, aren't they? Now's the time to be thinking, get polished up on your Downton pieces, because I think everybody's going to be doing it. Just outstanding. Again, Mark, you have just raised the bar. Look at this. Wow. Where did you get this wonderful idea from?
Well, first of all, it was the first thing I took out of the bag was the 1mm wire. And I wanted to do something different that I hadn't done before. So hence this necklace on the left was born with the different size rings. So for the larger ring, so
we're talking about this one. So sorry. I mean, I did start on that. Where did we get it? No. Now you've hammered these rings with, again, something I love. Doesn't it change the look?
Absolutely love hammering. So the large circle in the centre, I used a nail hardener because that's the largest I could find. And then all of the other rings are different diameters on the ring mandrel. Sorry,
say that again. You went around it, you didn't put it on?
No.
You just put it around a nail varnish bottle?
Absolutely, to get that large centre disc.
Oh, wonderful!
And then all of the other, the smaller circles are used on the ring mandrel. You just go up 2 sizes, all the way up to the top, and you make sure you wrap round at least twice, so you get a mirror image all the way up to the top.
And then hammered it off the mandrel, because you wanted the surface, not the edging.
That's right.
I think this is wonderful. Do you know what Martha said to me earlier when she looked at your jewellery? She said, this is the difference between jewellery that's a hobby to jewellery that you're going to sell, isn't it? And I said, yes, it is, isn't it? You know, because we looked at this and yes, you would buy that. Yeah. I'm
very proud of the way I finished my jewellery. It has to be really neat. Because, as you said, if you're a customer, you wouldn't buy it if it wasn't neat, would you?
Well, you're a man that irons his own socks. So, you know...
Okay.
Can you imagine? If I ever slept around your house, just obviously like just spare room and stuff, you'd be like this, wouldn't you? Thinking, I don't want to crease the sheets. I remember my friend had a house like that, and I was like, I didn't want to move. And you two live in one of those?
No.
You do. You go around with your handheld Hoover, don't you?
Anyway, talking of the findings pack, if I can just mention that bag there contains all of the findings pack except for the 2 pairs of shepherd's hooks I used.
Oh,
but I've kept everything else. Everything else I've made, all the hooks and clasps and rings.
Look at the chain you've made on the ears. Oh my gosh, I just adore this kit, and you are adoring it too. Mark's made that chain out of wire. Round nose pliers?
Round nose gizmo coils. We're using the cutters.
Gizmo coils. Oh, okay. So you, gosh, and I will show you, of course, the sweetie bracelet. Let's not forget that. But have a look, because Mark's used the herringbone technique here. I mean, it's true. It's true. The difference between jewellery that started off as a hobby for you, Mark, because it did. It was just a hobby. You had a completely different career entirely. And now look at this. This is the difference, and that's exactly the point Martha made. Now you're making quality that's ready to be sold.
And with this 1mm wire, I've been able to make all of the extender links on here. We've got the clasp, everything from that 1mm. I love this wire. 1mm
Look at making your own findings. Did you get that from the Fabulous Findings DVD, or did you sort of use your own initiative with that?
Actually, a lady showed me how to do the S-link on a workshop a few months ago.
Oh, how lovely!
So the ladies teach us as well as us teaching them. So that was really lovely. And the big necklace at the end there, what I've done, the little sections with the graduating beads on, because it's on wire, I've manipulated it into curves. But you can you can straighten all of these so you have a smaller bib
no,
rather
I like
than the large.
How you've done it. Yeah. Now, you've made jump rings that have gone in. Now, I've got to be honest with you, that 10-metre wire has gone
a hell of a long way.
Such a long way.
And I had some left as well.
The value for money here, Mark. Now tell me, now let's not forget there is another pair of earrings and my sweetie bracelet. Do you like the way I'm calling it my sweetie bracelet?
I did notice.
Yeah. Yeah, can I take a picture of it now? She's well gel. Have a look. No, that's what I mean. Take it now. You ain't gonna get one later. How gorgeous is that? The actual sweetie bracelet. Which way would you prefer me to wear it, Mark?
Like that, I think.
Like that?
Yes.
Isn't it wonderful? Now, all of this wire, can I just ask you how much you would sell that bracelet for? Because you do sell your jewellery on.
There was a lot of time cutting those individually and straightening them and putting them on. £20.
So £20 for the one piece of jewellery.
Yeah.
Now, what about the pair of earrings then? This gorgeous pair. Right, so that is £30 already. Everything beyond these two pieces, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces left. Everything else is a profit for you.
Absolutely.
How wonderful is that? And Mark, you know, whether you're just starting your jewellery making journey or whether you are an established jewellery making business already, this has got to be a great opportunity for you to further your skills as a jewellery maker that doesn't sell pieces on, but also, if you do, I think great profit margin opportunities here. Now, we're going to see a technique. They're all in my ear going, technique, technique, technique. They can't wait to see how you made this.
Okay, it's really, really, really simple. So for those of you who have the gizmo, the deluxe gizmo at home that has the 5 mandrills, it's the largest, it's the widest, because I wanted the really large jump rings. So what I've done is I've used a piece of the 1mm wire, and I've gone all the way up to the end of the mandrill. Obviously, because you've got the D clasp that holds it all in, we leave you left with 1 inch. So all I've done is I've gone away and I've made another inch individually, separately, just wrapping it around because I wanted it right to the very end.
Okay.
So this is your gizmo coil, really strong coil.
I love that. Look how neat it is. The gizmo does make a huge difference.
So all I've done, I've got my you had these yesterday, didn't you? The
flat edge, yeah.
So all you do is you go into your coil.
Will this go?
No, and you butt your pliers or your cutters up to the cut edge.
Okay.
And then all you do is just snip, drop.
Oh, I thought it would go boing.
No, so you snip.
Snip and drop.
Drop. Snip, drop. Snip, drop.
Can we do it that way? I know it's going to be completely hard. There we go. Just 1 or 2 so that Kerry can.
So we put that button up against the end of the jump ring.
Yeah,
but if, as I said, if you had that saw, it would take all of the.
This would be eliminated with the saw because you just go zip.
Because this is about 10-15 minutes to cut through all of this.
Which would amount to equate to about 3 minutes on that saw cutter. Absolutely. I think it's about a minute per section.
So what I've done is I've cut the entire length. I think it's about 8 inches roughly from end to end. Now because I've cut all the jump rings, they're all open. So the next job is you have to close them all, which you wouldn't need if you had those that wire. So all it is just a simple squidge. Just squidge them together. Okay. Yeah. So then I went through the entire length. I should have counted how many rings there were actually. There was probably about 160, something like that.
Crikey. And you didn't use a lot of wire?
No, absolutely not. Just 1 gizmo length. So you imagine that whole bench is now full of the jump rings.
Yeah.
So you take another piece of wire and we do a wrapped loop at the end. So we pop in our pliers about halfway along. As I said, all us designers have different ways of doing our wrapped loops. So you do our wrapped loop.
This kit is just wonderful. It's one of my favourites, I think, and it's the value for money here is utterly phenomenal.
A lot of our viewers have asked for graduated strands of the same colour or the same gem type, so this works really, really well. So then you just cut off any nasty edges, like so. And if you put the jump rings on now, they would cover up some of the end. Okay, so all I've done to embellish it.
Yes, because I was going to say I can't see. It's so neat.
So first of all, you thread on one of your smaller agates, and then one of your larger, and then that gives you a stopper to stop your jump rings from coming off. Okay. And then all you do then is simply thread on every single one.
Now mine have gone higgledy-piggledy. How did that happen? Just naturally?
Naturally. That's the way they form. That's the way they form. I mean, I could have put it on elastic, but I really like the idea of having a more structured
Oh no, I much prefer this. I have one on elastic and I prefer this. It feels sturdy. I always think my elastic one's going to break.
And lose all those jump rings.
It's got really thick. I bought it before I started at Gems TV. I bought one for myself and one for Mia, and I always think it's going to break.
Okay. Yeah. This is really good then.
Yeah. No, this feels sturdier.
So you just continue all the way up until you're using your entire jump rings, and it was, funnily enough, the length of your wrist.
Isn't that a coincidence that you know off by heart the length of my wrist?
So what you do, you notice that at this point the jump rings are already higgledy-piggledy, as you called it. So depending on how tight you do your wrap loop at the top of the bracelet, it will determine how jangly your jump rings are. So you could make it looser if you wanted to, or you could make it rigid tight. But then you could just thread on your gizmo coil if you wanted that instead.
Oh yeah. No, I want higgledy.
But we want the higgledy. So depending on how higgledy-piggledy you wanted your jump rings is determined by your second wrap loop at the top. Of
course, you could do it uniform just by not taking it off the gizmo, of course.
But I don't think you'd get that. I quite like that.
No, it's about texture. The sweetie bracelet is about texture, isn't it?
Yeah. And then you just do your wrap loop, popping on your 2 beads at the other end, and then making your clasp on the back. So it's really, but it's quite time consuming, but
it's so
what you get at the end, I think, is worth every second.
And you can clip charms onto these still, because it's exactly the same as the traditional traditional version of this. Striker Pose Jewellery Kit SZG C42. Now the value is phenomenal. Have a look again at what Mark's created, because if you want to create the same, then you need to get this kit. Isn't it glorious? I love these rings. Using your chase hammer, if you haven't got a chase hammer, you've got to get one for the new year. It gives you the most amazing effect on your wire, and you'll never look back. Also, it's wonderful if you're feeling quite angry.
It's good for that, actually. Take out your grievances.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I love it. Now do check out baskets, because we are approaching limited on this kit. Now it's one of our favourite parts of the day. It's time to check you out on the Wall of Fame. Welcome back. Now we've got a text message we're going to start off with straight away. I can't read that. I'm going to do that face, all right? I'm going to do that face
as well.
Look at the gemstones so that you don't see my hatching face.
Gosh.
Morning! That looks absolutely fantastic. I love, there was no absolutely. That kit looks fantastic. Love what Mark's done with it. I was wondering how Mark decides how much he sells his jewellery for. I'm thinking, it looks like about selling my jewellery.
Gosh. Well, first of all, I take into account the type of gemstone. So, for example, if we're using amethyst and tanzanite is a rarer gemstone. It's only found in one place, so you would charge more depending on the type of gemstone. And then you have to put in account the number of hours it takes you. I mean, this kit took me a whole day, purely because it was cutting all those individual jump rings and hammering and chasing and doing all that. So you need to put your time into it as well. And also the biggest thing is depending on which part of the country you live in, also determines the prices you charge as well. So,
well, it does, doesn't it?
It's all about getting to know your market. So before you set up craft fairs or parties, anything like that, visit a lot and just get a rough price of what people are charging. But please, please, please take into account the fact you are using gemstones and not glass or synthetic. That's most important.
What about factors such as I'm using sterling silver?
Again, always make, on my craft store particularly, I always make sure that I have both. I have silver and I also have plate.
Okay.
Because not everyone's budget, but children buying presents for mother or grandma, I mean, they haven't got the budget to afford sterling silver.
Yeah.
And I don't think they would appreciate it either as much. So always make sure you have an equal balance of both. And if there's a particular pair of earrings or necklace that has sterling silver, but is not within their budget, then obviously you can then, at the craft fair, make sure you've got a stash with you to swap. And then
so
you can reduce the price. Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Now, Mark, we've discussed before probably one of the most cost-effective ways to get out there and sell your jewellery is at a jewellery party, because the overheads are very low. Just simply, if you have to drive, obviously your fuel costs, because the hostess of the party obviously puts on everything else. Now, that's a great way to get started. And networking as well, social networking, which is for free, is a wonderful way to promote yourself. Also, we do have a wonderful business course the Jewellery Making Business course, run by the wonderful Angela Edwards. If you'd like to get involved, we'll give you some more information during the break. Now let's start the Wall of Fame, shall we? We're very distracted today.
We are.
With the green beading thread. I mean, I love all of these different colour beading threads. Loving the preonite and the labradorite on this too. Short but sweet from Jackie Davis, who writes, "Hi all at Jewellery Maker. Here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. A pair of labradorite and preonite earrings with silver crimp beads and shepherd's hooks and green beading thread." And that's it from Jackie. Jackie, I hope you're having a wonderful day. You are number 138.
Okay, my first one says, I love this. I've been in heaven making this.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
It's number 139, and this is from Megan in York. And Megan says, "Hello, Jewellery Maker team. Happy New Year to you all.
Happy New Year, Megan.
This is my entry to the Wall of Fame this week, using Jewellery Maker beads to make a waterfall necklace finished off with small crackled white quartz.
Ooh, yeah.
Hope it gets put on the show. Loving all the great deals at the moment." And that's from Megan in York.
It's very
Beautiful.
Beyonce.
I happened to see that on Facebook yesterday.
Oh,
I was in awe of it then.
love
It's beautiful.
that. Yeah, it is.
Look at this.
I mean, is that macrame?
It
Look
is.
how neat it is. Look at that.
There's some
Who's done
very
this?
talented people out there.
Honestly, I mean, that's...
Incredible. Wow.
This is Pam Rogers. You're amazing. Look at this. Get right into that. Have a look. Can you see? I mean, that is amazing. Look at
Wow,
the neat.
that's so intricate,
This
isn't it?
really is mind-blowing. Pam, you're a wonderful, wonderful wire worker. Hi all, I've attached a photo of a wirework pendant I've just finished for this week's Wall of Fame. It's made from antique bronze wire in various gauges, faceted drops and beads of labradorite. It's hung from a macrame cord. I love your macrame, I think it's ever so neat. Made from brown and gold satin cord. I used a method demonstrated by Mark, who's he, a couple of weeks ago. All the ingredients came from Jewellery Maker as usual. Thanks for all the inspiration and entertainment and great bargains. Pam Rogers in Haydock in St Helens. Well, Haydock has a very talented lady. Indeed, you are truly excellent, Pam. Thank you so much. 141.
Look at this.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Isn't it?
What colours?
Okay, so the next one I've got is number 140, and this is from Paula. And Paula says, "Hi everyone, this necklace is made of large crackled quartz in shades of teal. I use 1mm copper wire to make the rosary links, S-links and fancy S-links. I love blue and green copper together.
Me too.
I use brown aluminium jump rings and copper jump rings for contrast and to connect the various parts. The necklace was not entirely what I had in mind when I started out. I had intended to wire wrap the beads, but more was ambivalent about covering them up too much because I love the colour. So that's probably why I ultimately didn't. I'm still quite pleased with the results. Thanks for all the inspiration and all the laughs, and best wishes to everyone for the new year." And that's Paula in Essex. 140,
Paula.
beautiful.
So stunning.
Exquisite.
Yeah, it is. And look at this for a polymer claytastic. I love all of the look at the canes, just wonderful. Rachel Huntley, it's Rachel Hunter is the model, isn't she?
Rod Stewart's ex-wife.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I thought, oh my gosh, Rachel Hunter, and it's Rachel Huntley who says, "I bought the clay extruder. Isn't it wonderful? The clay extruder from Jewellery Maker a couple of months ago, but I have been a bit intimidated. Don't be. It's like Play-Doh for adults. As the new year began, I thought I would jump in and give it a go, and I'm so glad I did. This polymer clay heart was made up using 3 colours of clay cut into discs and stacked before pushing it through the square insert of the extruder, or extrudiosum as I like to call it. After laying slices onto a piece of clay, I used the excellent technique that the wonderful Debbie Bolford demonstrated on the show a few days ago, where the flat piece of clay is shaped gently over a cutter to give it a dome shape. This is a fantastic technique and so simple. I've really struggled getting a smooth dome shape on polymer clay before this, so thanks so much for sharing. I look forward to making many more pendants in this way. Have a happy new year, and the same to you, Rachel. You're truly wonderful at polymer clay. Isn't it an ace technique? Now, you're number 142. We got more text messages, so it's time for our hatching faces once again. I have to go around the front, Claire. I can't. No, don't, because my forehead's massive. Jennifer, it's a good name, from Staffordshire. What are those pliers Mark used on the Sweetie bracelet, and have you got any in stock? Love to my favourite presenter and designer. Oh, yay! Thanks, Jen. From one Jen to another, a big old kiss. Can you answer that? It was, well, I'll go and get them, shall I?
Yeah, you had them on the show yesterday, didn't you? Yeah, they're called flash cut pliers. And the blades are angled, so you get a really neat cut rather than the pliers that we have on. Here we go. Don't get too close because unfortunately I use them for memory wire through complete and utter laziness. I only did it once, and as you can see I've got grooves now, so I do need to replace them. And I believe that they were on the show yesterday. On Vicky's show? Yeah. I don't think it must have been on Vicky's show. Or you think it was on my show? I'm sure you had them in the morning, didn't you? I didn't have these on yesterday. No. I wish I did. But if we have any, they'll still be on the website. Do you know how much they were or not? I think they were $14.95. He thinks they're $14.95. Yes. You need those. So there you go, Jen. Flash and another. I'm going back over there, Mark. I can't read all that. Hiding forehead, from Jackie and Kent. Hi, Mark. How do you join the large rings from Jackie Bexley? On the necklace. Do you not like the way she kept my blinking forehead there? No. How could she do that to me? What I've actually done is I've cut in each of the large circles, and I've hammered and chased them, and I've overlapped the two ends just so they cross by maybe 3 or 4 millimeters, and then using my flat nose pliers I give them a really hard squidge, maybe 2 or 3 squidges, and it holds them two together. Probably this one's going to show you, so you can actually part that, look. So if we just pull this out, it actually comes away, but it's very rigid because you've hammered it. And all you do is you just slip on all the individual pieces. You can, if you wanted to, wrap 0.4, 0.25 wire around either side just to give that mirror image effect. But that's all I've done. And then in between, I've made little rosary links with the agates in between. So each of these circles is actually open, but because you've squidged them shut and you've chased it with the hammer, they're strong enough to hold themselves together, as you can see. Thank you so much, Mark. Now, we've got some information for you on our Business Academy. If you've got any more questions for Mark, please keep them coming. You need to grab this kit. It's now gone limited at $27.95. You know, given the amount of questions and attention we've had, I'm sure you can appreciate that the jewellery was truly excellent, very inspiring. Text messages will be coming up for you during the break as well. 60777JM Studio, followed by your message for Mark, or you can do it for free in a webby way on allthews.jewellerymaker.com. Here's how you can get involved in our business course. Do you make jewellery as a hobby? Would you like to learn key skills to help you successfully market and sell your handmade jewellery? We are working with Angela Edwards, who is an experienced jewellery maker as well as a small business trainer, to bring you the perfect course to help develop basic business skills. The full course includes how to create a business plan to successfully sell your products, how to access current and potential customers, how to identify and profile your target market, how to generate leads to secure current and future sales, how to use online social networking to your advantage, and key knowledge on legal requirements and insurances. For information about dates and to reserve your place, please contact 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you. When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com. Or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF. If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund. It is easy to donate to the charity cycle ride. Donate now by calling the contact centre or by clicking the donate option on our website. And thank you. Welcome back. You're watching Jewellery Maker with myself and Mark Smith. Keep those text messages coming if you've got questions for Mark. Right now, it's time. Here's how you do it. It's time for a double trouble deal. I'm going to give to you our deluxe gem scoops. Now, if you want to think outside the box a little bit, if you want to sauce up your designs a little bit, if you want to add some texture, perhaps work with gemstones you've never worked with before, or maybe you're on a budget and you want lots of different colours, but you don't have too much outlay to put into your pieces, you have an opportunity now
to add lots of colour. The Deluxe Gem Scoop give you opportunities to work with shapes that differ from one another. Now, ordinarily, you'd be looking at buying lots, well, probably about 3 or 4 separate strands to make up this many gemstones, perhaps in this case even more, because you've got a lot of chips in there as well. Now, actually, when we're looking at all of these colours together, don't they go beautifully? You've got moonstone, you've got carnelian, you've got amethyst, you've got citrine, you've got labradorite, you've got clear quartz, you've got rose quartz, and more. I can see smoky quartz in mine. I mean, do you know what? Now, Mark, you work a lot with these tubes.
I do.
Are they cost effective?
They're
Why
brilliant
do you
value
get
for
them so
money.
much?
Well, what I really enjoy about these particular cubes is you can buy one and get a taste and a feel for the different gemstones that we've got in there without having to buy full strands. Get to know the gemstones, have a play around with them, and then you can go on from there and buy the single full strands of any of the particular types that you like from within the tube.
Now, you get such a different array of shapes and sizes here, Mark. Are there lots of different projects we can get out of the one tube?
Gosh, I'm fanatical about crochet at the moment, and these type of tubes just look amazing on really big bibs full of macrame. Not macrame, crochet. So 0.25, 0.4 wire you can get away with, especially with the drill holes on these as well. So they'll be just beautiful.
Sheila does a lot of crochet with chips and nuggets, doesn't she?
I would have to separate them, I think, looking at the picture behind you.
You would take all of the amethyst,
I'm in a bit of a cold sweat looking at that.
Oh, see, I love that. I know you love uniform. Everything has to stand to attention. But I want to go up to it all and ruffle the hair.
Oh, do you?
I really do. And that's where we're different. And that's what's lovely about designing your own jewellery. You get what you want out of it, don't you?
Absolutely.
So whether you want to ruffle the hair of your jewellery or whether you want to make it all stand to attention, you've got the options here to do both. You've got so many different gemstones within these tubes. You've got such an array of glorious colour. You've got some deep, rich tones. You've got some bright, summery tones. You've got some mid-tones. There are evening gemstones. There are daytime gemstones. There's ovals, there's chips. I'm seeing rounds. I'm seeing coins. I'm seeing bubble bracelet opportunities right here. The clarity in those citrines is superb, isn't it? Now, our deluxe gem selections have been taken from Gems of Distinction strands. We have mixed up a selection. It's like a pick and mix of your favourites, because we all like a strawberry bonbon, but we don't want to eat a whole packet of them, do we? It's nice when you've got them in a whole bag of an assortment of goodies that you love, and you can put them together and you can separate them wherever your designer mind takes you. And these are great gifts as well. And because I'm going to give you 2 for one insane price tag, maybe you can give your best friend one and have a little bit of a competition. Who can come up with the funkiest designs? Or maybe you're just thinking about something extremely gem heavy, not heavy, that's not a word. Now, you could be thinking about making the tree of life with these. Let me give you an example of the tree of life. Now, I've got one tree of life here. If you wanted to create something that has an array of different gemstones, then you can do something like this. Lots of wire twisting. I would totally recommend using these chips and nuggets, because that is what they're great for. I've got another one done by the wonderful Alison, who's mixed her chips and nuggets, and you could do the blossom tree. I think Alison's is like a blossom tree, isn't it? And you can create the blossom tree with all of this colour. Isn't that gorgeous? And actually, she's done what Mark said. She's peach on top and green at the bottom. So maybe, you know, you're right. You designers, you're always right. Now, use wire with these. Put them in earrings. There's ever such a lot that you can do. One price tag, you are going to buy one tube, get the other for just £3. £2? Oh, you minx! At just £14.95, you are getting it less than she said to me a couple of minutes ago. 800 644 655 for opportunities at knocking right now. Scope in your design is huge. Look at all of the gemstones that you've got to play with here. Please remember when you're shopping with us here at Jewellery Maker that we are talking about genuine gemstones. These are not faux gemstones. These are not synthetic gemstones. They are real, genuine gemstones. That's why we've always got big smiles smiles on our faces. You can get to work with something that Mother Nature has taken thousands of years to create, that has been mined for, that has been drill holed. Every gemstone has gone through a process. If you're joining on the phones, I think there's a tail end of a bit of a queue there, is there? 800 644 655. There is a bit of a queue, but it's worth staying in there. Mark, for value for money, for somebody that does run a jewellery making business, talk to me about why this makes sense.
Another thing that I've started making, I actually did really well over Christmas with them, was spectacle chains. So if you had the patience to rosary link every single one of those, they make the most amazing necklace chains. And I was selling mine between, again, depending on the gemstone, between 15 and 20 pounds. So I think you could easily get, gosh, 4 or 5 out of a tube of that, I would have thought.
That's nearly £100.
A lot of work, a lot of time, but intricate rosary links between each stone, but they just look stunning. They're absolutely beautiful.
The thing is though, Mark, it's all right if it's done in your own time and it's in your own home and it's under your own.
Yes.
This is why this is what appeals to us about becoming jewellery makers and making it a business, is that it's on your terms. There aren't many.
That sounds nice, doesn't it, the way you said that?
Well, absolutely it does. Of course, you don't have to answer to anyone. No. If you want a Christmas break, you take a Christmas break. Do you know what I mean? Even though Sir Mark never allows himself much time off, but essentially you could if you wanted to. £14.95, loads of you. Lots of you asking about the Tiger's Eye. Shall I clean up for Cassie? No, that would be stupid. Now let me. No, I'd be there forever. Of course, I would love to tidy up for you because I love you, but you're so much better at it than me. Have a look. She'll get me. It is coming up very soon, but you've been asking to see absolutely huge. And if I'm honest with you, it's the first strand I saw when I came into the studio this morning. I went, woohoo! Look at the size of these. They're wonderful. And they're coming up for you. What time, Dion, are you going to tease us? Oh, not long. Less than an hour to wait for these. And I know Marky wanted these. Now, I'm going to give to you a bit of a heads up on what else I've got coming up for you. Have a look at this. Do you know what? I just said to Dion, this looks so much like sapphire. And she went, it is sapphire in my ear. I was like, I thought so. Oh my gosh, but I know the price tag of it. Are you serious?
Old school sapphire.
Oh my gosh. Look at, and you got amethyst drums, Mark, you'll like these. I remember when we had these in ametrine. Nice to have a different kind of shape, isn't it? How cool are these? They're coming up for you. Don't forget your blue topaz as well, which I'm super excited about. Sky blue topaz. I love today. Don't forget to keep those text messages coming. We love hearing from you. I know we've got some texts. We will read them momentarily. Now, let's do cord ends with extended chains. Now, these are important because they're sterling silver, Mark, and the ones that come in the kits, with the 98 findings aren't sterling silver, are they?
And the chain are longer on these as well.
Ah, they are, aren't they? I've just thought that, actually. When I'm trying to drape over my hand, I thought, these are long. Now, where would you use these? Because I know you do use them often.
Well, we used them yesterday when we were on part of the workshop. We used satin, and they were invaluable for working with satin cord.
Sorry, Mark.
That's right. Yeah, so we're satin cord with multiple strand bracelets and that sort of thing. But what I've purchased some of these in the past, and I've made sure that I didn't need the extender chain. I've cut it off and used it separately for earring drops.
Will this fold over a Shambhala bracelet?
Yes.
Will it fold over Kumahimo, do we think? A skinny one?
If you're using the nylon threads or ribbon, it might. I'm not sure about if you use hemp or anything like that. It might be quite a bit too thick.
I know that ribbon fits in there. You get quite a lot of ribbon in there. How do I prevent them slipping?
Really squidge hard. I mean, you can, if you wanted to, put a little dab of glue in. If you're using beading thread, you could pop on some crimps and close the crimps shut, just to give it a bit more adhesion.
Oh yeah, to give it a bit of a grip.
Yeah, that's right. But as long as you really squidge. Is that a word, squidge?
It is now,
We keep saying it. As long as you squidge really, really hard, remember front and back, keep alternating between the two sides, you shouldn't have a problem. But if you are selling them on, I would definitely recommend just putting a dab of glue before you
because
squish.
you want longevity out of the pieces that you sell, of course. So they're solid sterling silver. You can see the 925 mark. What I love about our lobster claw clasp is the snapback on them.
Yes,
do you know what I mean?
it's good.
Because have you ever bought a necklace where where it doesn't snap back really quickly? And I'll show you what I mean in just a sec. It sort of goes and closes, and you think, oh, any minute now I'm losing this necklace. This just snaps shut. Nothing's getting out of there. Have a look. This is what I mean. The quality. Do you see that? And you can actually hear it. That's what I like. You'll know what I mean if you've used these before. So you've got the extended chain. Don't forget this is all sterling silver. The mechanisms here, all solid sterling silver. So if you are making a very special piece and you want the ribbon and cord ends, then these are for you. You've got 3 MUG P73. Come and stock up on your findings this morning. Whether you're going to do what Mark does, keep the chain and separate. We're going lower than the price these should be at £6.95. Well, that's only £2.32 each. £4.95. £4.95. What's that each? Not even £2. £1.70 each. I made that up. I made that calculation up. Is that right? 165. My mathematical brain serves me well for another day. Woo! Not bang on, obviously. £4.95. Get yourself on the phone lines. Don't forget your money back guarantee. It stretches for a whole 30 days. MUG P73. This is a bananas deal for solid sterling silver. Mark, how many of these would you be at home popping in your basket right now?
You know, I have my £30 budget. Well, I haven't used any of it yet. We're a week in. So I think I would.
I think now is the time.
I would use the whole 30 on these without a doubt.
The whole 30?
Yeah, get 6 lots. I think I would, because I just love them. They're so versatile. It's my favourite finding, without a doubt.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh well, there we go. I need them. If it's your favourite finding, and one that I can see in your designs you've used a lot of.
Yeah, absolutely. And we use them on the workshops as well.
So if I'm copying any of your designs, for want of a better word,
yes.
But that's what I would be doing if I'm honest about it.
Yep.
I should get these.
Yes.
Fine, I'm there. That's it. That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
And Barbara has taken that. Do you know what? Barbara's bought 2 of these. Anonymous in Kent, you have bought 1, 2.
Oh, fantastic.
3, 4, I think loads and loads. Diane, you're there. Lynn, you're there. Christine, Deborah, Jacqueline, Helen. Good morning to each and every one of you. Anonymous in Hampshire, Janet in Essex. Janet in Essex, not Essex. Has bought 2 of these. Joyce in Gwynedd, I hope that's how you say it. 3. Angelita, what a gorgeous name. In London, you've bought 3. Agnes, you've bought 2, my darling. Norma, you've bought 2 as well, my lovely. Kate in Gwynedd, you've bought 2. That's these are all going around Gwynedd right now. Loads of you there. Lee in Devon, Katie in Cornwall, Jay in Kent. Oh, you all live in such lovely places. Katie in Cornwall, I think you've bought 2 of these, and I cannot blame you. These are Mark's favourite findings. Loads and loads of you. More multi-buyers than singular buyers this morning. Well done to every single jewellery maker. Netta's bought 5. Margaret's bought 2. Mal, you bought 2 of these. Joyce, have I said Joyce? I said Joyce in Gwynedd, didn't I, as well? Sharon, you've bought 2 of these. May in West Midlands has bought 2. So has Janet in Glamorgan. Goodness me, and you're still rocking up. It's great to have your company here this morning at Jewellery Maker. Alison, you're there. We have got Sharon in Cambridgeshire. £4.95, an incredible price tag for you. Well done. Tina, you're there in Aberdeenshire. You have bought 2 of these. Sandy in Derbyshire's bought 2 as well. Literally so many of you multi buying. Rebecca, good morning. Natalie, good morning. Good morning, Jacqueline and Catherine. Lovely to have you all on board this morning. Bogner, you're there. Great to see you. Antoinette. Oh, I love that name. Oh, it makes us want to go and buy a child to name Antoinette. That's gorgeous, isn't it? I'm not going to do that. Well, I was going to say buy a cat, but I just thought, no, because Antoinette's a beautiful girl's name, isn't it? What a gorgeous thing.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Isn't it gorgeous? Don't forget you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. What am I talking about? £4.95. Don't make me go all Stacey.
No.
Because I know once I start him off, he won't stop. I'm going to do that for your birthday. I'm going to buy you the Stacey Solomon birthday card, and I'm going to write my own message. Happy birthday, Marco. That's what I'm going to do. It's Mark's birthday very, very soon. And I'm just going to ring you and give you funny phone calls going, stop picking the phone up. Oh, how juvenile. I'm so juvenile. Oh. Good morning, Beryl in Worcestershire and Amanda and Gillian and Linda in Hertfordshire. Well, we don't do things by half in Hertfordshire, Linda, darling, do we? You bought 8 of these. Goodness me, wow. 8.
Brilliant.
Wonder whereabouts in Hertfordshire Linda lives. Josephine in Wiltshire's bought 3. Anonymous in Somerset's bought 4. There are loads of you. Well done. It is so luscious to have you all on board. Good morning, Pauline as well. 490. I hope I said everybody's name, but there are so many of you. Did I miss anybody out? I probably haven't. If I have, I'm so sorry. Now we've got to move on because there's lots and lots to do, and not enough time now. What number should we do? Let's do box 9. 9. See? Oh, hang on about. Where's that Tree of Life gone? Because this is the same one, isn't it? It's the same Tree of Life strand. It does look like it, doesn't it? I'm still wearing the bracelet. Yes, it's true. Shh, Dion. Not that anyone at home can hear you. So that's the strand, isn't it? Yeah. Well, if it's good enough for Alison Howe, it's good enough for me. Then I'm going to give to you, look at this. Ooh, those are chunkalicious. Hey, doesn't that sunstone go really well with that bracelet? Doesn't that look beautiful? Don't you think that's ace to get? Really nice colour combination, aren't they? Tourmaline. Well, we all love tourmaline. It's got such an array of colour. Different depths, different tones. You've got some clear quartz in there as well. Orange coral. Wow, factors. Look how bright this orange coral is. Full of texture.
It's got the fossils in it.
Yes, yeah. It's got the actual fossils of the coral in it. Now, so a lot of people ask every time we bring coral, is it ethically sourced? I promise you with my hand on my heart, it's ethically sourced. Now, Hannah Oxby told me there's 2 ways that you can get coral. There's the ethical way, which is where it's washed up onto seashore and collected. That's the way we get it. Or there's the unethical way where it's taken while it's still alive. We don't do that. It's all, we can source it back for you. If you'd like to know our source, then ring through and I'll speak to Hannah Oxbury and she'll tell you about it. Now, I'm going to give you some bronzite, which goes so well with that coral. I mean, that's a terracotta scene right there, scorching hot summer. And then you've got some black rutile quartz, and I'm going to give you, is this jasper? Is it gorgeous? Look at that. Let me see, I've got it in front of me, let me see. Doop, 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 doop. No, it's petersite. Isn't it pretty? It's we don't see much of petersite, do we? So you've got all of this texture. Now, Mark,
yes,
you've created the Chip and Nugget DVD. Chips and nuggets, we've seen lots of the Tree of Life being created out of. So much more you can do with a chip and nugget. Talk to me about that.
Well, on the Chip and Nugget DVD, which I'm having my arm twisted at the moment to do the second, I'm having lots of things given to me at the moment, so that's on its way. Chips and Nuggets project it's going to be. But there are 7 different techniques, and what I wanted to create with the DVD is to show you that you're not restricted to a certain technique with a certain size of gemstone. So there are 7 techniques, and you can do the techniques with everything ranging from the tiny little microchips, as I call them, little gems of distinction chips, right through to the big ice cube nuggets. Yeah. So you can do lots of things. Absolutely, absolutely.
Right from, if I'm at the basic levels, just stranding these on some memory wire bangles. Texture.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't go wrong. It's a really good way to start. And all of those would look fantastic on a bangle.
And do they sell well, sir?
Yes, they're most popular sellers.
The most popular sellers?
Hands down, because there are no fiddly clasps. You can put the bracelets on yourself. Because one size fits all, because they're elastic in their own way, they're ideal for presents when you don't know people's wrist sizes. So hands down, they are the best. Really, really good.
These are beautiful in their array of colours and textures. Whether you use them together or not is completely down to you and what you're creating. You've got a selection. Oh, nuggets. Nice, I like what you've done there. I like what you've done there, Dion. Orange coral drop style medium nuggets are 10 by 8 to 15 by 10. They are ethically sourced. Petersite drops are 5 by 9 to 19 by 14 mil. Tourmaline 8 by 7 to 17 by 10. 8 by 3 to 12 by 4 on the beautiful sunstone. Rose quartz, they're huge at 18 by 13 at their largest. You've got your clear quartz. I haven't got the dimensions of those, unfortunately. Your black rutile quartz are 10 by 8 to 13 by 10. And your bronzites are apparently 114 by, but I think it's 14 by 11, not 114. So you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strands. One is a double. One is a double. One price tag of just £19.95. How much is that? £2.50 a strand?
Gosh.
Less than £2.50 a strand. Hallelujah, it's a glorious price tag. If you have been thinking about boosting up your stash, getting some texture in there, this is what we call, my darling jewellery makers, a January price tag. And isn't it making us smile? For under £20, you are getting absolutely hoard loads. UVGC36 is your item code. Use your debit card or your credit card if you want to come shopping with us here today. You can do it on the website or the w's.jewellerymaker.com, or you can do it on the phone, 0800 644 655. There are loads and loads of you stacking up for this. 1p&p is all you're going to pay. So if you did come in and grab the clasps, add this one to your order, and you have got so much for under £25 today. So great big congratulations to you. Now, Hal Brown Cow, I have got some clasps for you, which I'm going to quickly show you in a minute. Let me give you a sneaky peek of these first, if you don't mind, Dion. The prong setting. Hey up, they're all... Sorry. Terrible, I know, terrible. Terrible. Now, I'm going to give you, in a moment after these, your prong... Your bezel setted... No, they're not bezels, are they? Your prong sets. You don't have to have your prong setting tool for these, but I've got a whole mix of them. I've got them in the rounds and the ovals. So I'm going to give you some loose gemstones now. I love it. Did you see Kirsty's show? Kirsty bring the pusher tool and all of that lot in. Is that in stock at the moment? A little pusher tool or not? Do you know what it was exactly called?
No.
I don't either. Now go and have a look on our website. If we have it in stock, then do grab it. You don't have to have those tools to enable you to set gemstones, but I'm going to give you a wonderful collection of genuine gemstones. The Asian Gem Collection. These are glorious cabochons, and I'm giving you a stunning red spinel. Look at that. Can you see? Look at that colour. It's almost on fire, isn't it? An oval Ratanakiri cognac zircon. You've got over half a carat here. So I'm just up here, sorry. I've got over half a carat of ruby. Look at that. How beautiful. Checkerboard cut. Magnolian. Oh no, I went the wrong way, didn't I? Sorry, darling. Checkerboard cut. Mongolian andesine. I am going to give to you. Oh, there's a black star diopside in here. I've got to turn this round and look. There. I can see the star. Oh my gosh. Black star diopside, Mark. Can you see the star? You've got to take it. Oh my gosh.
Did you start off presenting on Gems TV?
I did.
You did,
yes,
did you?
For a long time, yeah.
Right.
What do you mean you weren't watching me? Have a look. Me and Ryan, it was.
Oh.
Me and Ryan Josh. That's how he got his name, Josh. At crazy o'clock in the morning. Look at this. Oh, this is a collector's dream. Can you see the star inside? You've got to get it home to appreciate it. Can I, maybe if I shadow it, you'll see. Look, look, there it is. Can you see the star swimming?
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh, I really want this just for this gemstone because I'm mesmerised by them. Are you? Have a look. Let me just pop that. Oh, I just got it out and it's even stronger. Oh my gosh, Mark. You'd go crazy for this. Oh, please let me be able to. I can't get it because I've got bent tweezers. Here we go. No, now you must behave. No. Oh, it's my tweezers. I can't show you properly. Let's try very quickly. The tweezers will give. Oh no, these dratted tweezers. You've got to get on the phone lines. Do you want to have a look at that, Mark? It's really something. I don't want to
drop it.
You know what, I'll put it in the box for you, look. Look at that, really give it a twist. Then you've got an evergreen Hunan peridot. Look at the cut of that. Isn't it stunning? Ceylon scapolite. You've got a sillimanite. You've got armor iolite. You've got blue zircon. Over a carat of blue zircon, which is up here. I've got it upside down, actually. I'm just gonna, it doesn't matter, does it? There's your blue zircon there. You've got a fancy cut Himalayan kyanite, which looks so much like sapphire, it's untrue. And you've got a beautiful blue chalcedony as well. What do you think of that star dioxide?
Isn't it?
Isn't it amazing? Stunning. I mean, it's a wonderful joy, actually. Ray said that she read somewhere that someone very, very famous, I won't be able to quote their name, said, why would you look at a diamond ever again once you had a handful of genuine coloured gemstones? It's true. They're mesmerising, aren't they? They really, really are. GMC I51 now. This is the Asian gem collection. If you are a true lover of genuine gemstones, if your heart, like mine and Mark's, is most certainly in the fact that we create with genuine gemstones, then look no further than this wonderful collection. It's just beautiful. It comes with a full explanation. If you want to make jewellery that you want to get valued, if you want to set gemstones into your silver clay, if you want something that sets you apart, something you'd expect the jeweller to have. Now our grabber tool actually is on the website. At £49.95, you have got yourself a collectible opportunity, but we're taking the price tag down. It should always be £49.95. What you're getting is striking. Whatever you're going to create is going to look incredible. At just £39.95, you have got the coloured gemstones that will set your world on fire. Mark, it's such a joy to have such wonderful quality, and who knew that us jewellery makers could have what jewellers should be getting?
So you can use the prong settings for all of these, can you?
Not all of them, but I have.
Most of them, yep.
A lot of them will be suitable for the prong settings that I've got coming up for you. But I would perhaps set these into silver clay as well. I think about that. I mean, whatever you want to do, whether you want to put them on your shelf just as an appreciation of genuine gemstones, because they are an absolute joy to own. I would frame them and put them on the wall. Yes, yes.
There's quite a few collections, isn't there, available?
I think it would be really nice to set up your own, in your beadery, have your own sort of wall of fame of the gemstones, because you can take inspiration from that, and you surround yourself with inspiration, and you're going to create some very inspiring pieces, aren't you? At £39.95, hop on board really, really quickly. You've got such a gorgeous array of gemstones here. Well done to everybody that's got that. Now, I am going to, it will come all properly packaged. Have you got one of these yet? You have? How many? You're not answering that.
Three
is somebody what? 3? You've got 3 of these. I'll leave that there for you to have a little look at then, because we do have a bit of a, you've got to get it home. Well, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, don't forget. Now I'm going to give you your prong setting, which every time I give you these, they just go, whoo! You're ready on the phone lines. Dion's just said, oh my gosh, they're already coming in for these. Now, I'm going to give to you your prong sets. I've got your oval, and I've got your round brilliant cuts, which I'll show you one of each first. How do you open these little things then? Doobie-doo. Yeah, there you go, darling. Now, I'm going to give you your prong set. Now you can, what you might be interested in here is the bottom of the prong, because you can actually put wire around that, or you can use those to sink into perhaps your polymer clay or your resin. Use those little nodules as an anchor point. Now you have got your actual prong setters. Now you push the prongs over the top of a cabochon, an oval cabochon in this case, but I have got the round for you as well. I do expect these to be very popular. Every time I've given these to you, they sell out. Mark, is this something that would interest you? Whoops, sorry. Sorry, talk to me, Mark.
Yeah, I think it would actually. Would you be, I mean, I don't know enough about the prong setting, but would you be able to maybe wear a stone for a month and then tease back the prongs and swap for another stone?
Absolutely.
Or you can do that, can you?
Absolutely. Yes, you can. Now, obviously, take care when you're taking the gemstones out and store them properly so that they don't scratch. But you have got the round. Now, these are perfect for earrings, aren't they? I mean, that's your stud earring setting. Course, but it's also your round brilliant cut, your princess cut for a ring. And if I place it against my finger, you'll see that it is a nice size for a ring. Perfect size for a ring. Perfect for pairs of earrings as well. Now you're getting 20 of the ovals. You're getting 20 of the rounds. They are 8 mil, the rounds, and the oval are 9 by 7. You need to be on the phone lines for these. They are very popular. If you want to prong set your own gemstones, if you want to prong set whatever you created out of resin perhaps, out of polymer clay perhaps, I've got the prong setters for you to do so. Be really, really quick, because you have got 20, not 10, of each. So you've got 40 altogether. 40 altogether, 20 of each. You've got the round, you've got the oval, and you've got one crazy price tag. These are all made out of bronze, so they're nice and hard wearing, all e-coated. YPGC12 is your item code. Very, very popular, the medium of prong setting gemstones. All yours for 40. Going down to an all-time low of £8.95. If you've never tried to do this before, a very, very risk-free purchase with your 30-day money-back guarantee. Do think about checking out baskets if you're shopping online. What a deal, Mark!
I'm just trying to think of a way, if I could, of putting a stone in and then turning it into a charm to hang on a bracelet. Could you do some sort of wire wrapping underneath with a loop to pop it on a chain? That'd be beautiful. You could press it in some polymer clay onto, you know, the Iolite style charms. You could do it that way and have it facing up. Yeah. You could do, you could do a number of different things. At $8.95, it's worth it for 40 to start making your own earrings that look so professional. Make your own prong setting at the back of the Fabulous Findings DVD for that. Very popular. Mary in Lanarkshire. Gillian's bought 3 of these. Yvonne, you're there in Stirlingshire. Oh, that sounds posh. Natasha, you're there. Great to have you on board. Susan, Diana, Agnes, Catherine, Wendy, Rebecca, Sue, Patricia, another Catherine, Carol, a lady or a gentleman, who knows, because they're anonymous in Buckinghamshire, and in Glamorgan, Maureen in Hampshire, another Gillian, this time in Yorkshire, anonymous from Bridgend, anonymous from the Channel Isles, Linda in Hertfordshire is at it again, multi-buying. You bought 3 of these. I told you. Us Hertfordshireans, I'm not sure if that's an actual term. No. We go for it. We go for it. Jacqueline, Jane, you've got yours as well, and Janet, both from Yorkshire actually. Muriel, you're terrible, Muriel, from Lancashire. You know I couldn't help it. Adeline, what a lovely name. Anonymous in Hampshire. Diane in Berkshire.
Gosh, there's so many of you. Valerie, Denise, Sylvia, Christine, Susan, Sue, Sarah in Oxfordshire. That's where Marky McBarky comes from. Another Sylvia in Merseyside. One's in Cambridge and one's in Merseyside. Diane, oh, I've said Diane already, haven't I? Loads of you. Carol in Worcestershire. Oh gosh, another Diane. Oh, Diana in Berkshire. Kay, Carol Ann in Staffordshire. There's literally reams and reams of you buying this wonderful deal at just £8.95. Use your debit card or your credit card to secure yours. YPG C12 is your item code. Mrs. Hampshire is on the phone. Leslie, you're on the phone. It's great to have you. Don't forget to check out baskets. Rosaline, it's wonderful to have you from Tyne & Wear. Oh my goodness, it looks like these are going to sell out. Can you see all these names, Marky? Isn't it wonderful to try something new for the first time?
Whenever I see the name Diana, I always think of Wonder Woman.
Do you? I always think of Princess Diana.
Do you?
Yeah. Oh. I love Wonder Woman. I used to have a big poster of her.
Linda Carter.
Yeah, yeah, she was ace. Yeah. She then got taken down for Han Solo, I'm afraid, who has always been my long-term pin-up. Now, I'm going to... Are you with me on that one? Are you? Are you? I'm going to give you a brand... You're with me, Claire. I love him. I love him. Now, I've tried to start dressing Lee a little bit like Han Solo. I think he's noticing. Like, no, call me Leia. I don't look anything like Leia, but do you know who does? Laura Androlia. Exactly like Leia. It's uncanny.
I think she looks like Kate Middleton.
A little bit. Kate Middleton meets... Yeah. Kate Middleton.
Are we going to have our
Leia.
Star Wars show? Are we allowed to do it?
I'm not sure if we're allowed to do them anymore. I'm not sure. We'll just do it anyway.
Okay.
Have a look. If we can link it to jewellery making in some way, we can make all the wonderful pendants. We can make Jabba the Hutt in wire work. Can you imagine?
Polymer clay Jabba the Hutt.
Most of my pieces look like Jabba anyway. What is that? Oh, it's Jabba the Hutt. It's just a big blob. Have a look. At what I got for you. Polymer clay lightsabers. Oh. We're going to have to get Debbie Bolford involved in this somehow.
Okay, yes.
If she thinks she's being Leia, though, she can forget it. Have a look at this. Actually, I could be an Ewok. Amethyst, beautiful faceted tubes or drums. Now, Mark, you've been eyeing these up.
They're beautiful.
All morning. Well, tell me what you're going to do with these, because I see a cufflink and perhaps a ring.
I see a cufflink with copper wire. If you hold that strand against your bracelet, it just matches perfectly.
Oh, it does!
It's beautiful.
What about rowing these this way across the wrist? Yep. I kind of like the idea
and you can
of like
a
weave.
You can do it horizontally. On the Makes for Men DVD, there's we call it rail track bracelet.
Yes,
so they stand horizontally around the wrist.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Easily. It's just
I just didn't know the word for horizontal. I went this way. I'm so stupid.
Yeah,
what are you going to do
really good.
Me?
That would look really good. They've got quite large drill holes, haven't they?
Yeah,
so you could get maybe lots of 0.6 wire through, so you could put them in opposite each other and get that nice wraparound look.
There's something quite Victorian about the shape, and I don't know why.
I think Roman temple columns.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, so you could do some nice Grecian pieces.
Yes, beautiful.
I love that these drop beautifully with tassels at the bottom. Actually, can look quite oriental when you do that, can't they? So you, definitely your toggle for your tassel, aren't they?
Yeah, beautiful.
GBG P68, 360 carats of amethyst. They're 14 by 10, and they're just such a gorgeous colour, aren't they? What I love, Mark, and I'm not sure if you allow this to happen, is the mix of different colours. Do you go dark to light? Because it's a very subtle mix, but it's the mix of clarity. So you're going to mix the clarity up, or are you going to work towards a window of clarity?
I don't know, because there's quite a few shade variations on that.
Yeah, but I think that's due to the clarity. Yeah, which changes the clarity of them.
I mean, if you mixed it with some really deep is it Zambian, the deep purple amethyst?
The really deep. Yeah.
I mean, mixing the two colours together would be beautiful.
I just think it's such a striking colour that anyone can wear as well. It's very calming. It's said to be the gemstone of tranquility. I think people do home in on amethyst. And what about the recognition, Mark? Talk to me about that.
It's the most recognised. Everyone knows amethyst, don't they? It's something.
Well, I think so, yeah.
Absolutely. It's my birthstone as well, so I've got quite an affinity with it as well.
February's birthstone goes great with white pearls. You know, I do, because I always say, oh no, everyone recognises it, but you know, I'm not speaking from the experience that you have of actually meeting the customer of a jewellery fair, and these are people you meet every weekend.
But what's nice, especially working with gemstones, is most people that I meet at craft fairs, they think that amethyst is dark chocolate box purple, but it isn't. You have all these variations of the purples, and then you can introduce the pinks and the greens, so that there's a lot more to amethyst than just your chocolate box purple.
Yeah, there are. And you get green amethyst, of course, as well.
My favourite at the moment. Yeah.
Now, if you're a big fan of amethyst, or indeed if you love the fact that customers can recognise this gemstone very quickly, very easily identified, get yourself on the phone lines. GBG P68 14 by 10. These are all uniform, so you can create a very uniform piece, just like the rail track bracelet that Mark was talking about a moment ago. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling. Are you ready for another wicked deal? £11.45 is your price tag today for genuine amethyst, a birth gemstone with a different shape than you're used to. Maybe you want to wire wrap these, maybe they're going in earrings, maybe it's just the shape you've been looking for, but you've never seen it anywhere before. I am talking to you, of course, about a genuine gemstone strand. Maybe I'm opening up a door of opportunity with a brand new style of shape for you in your jewellery wardrobe. I love that these have got flat ends as well. Let me know what you're doing with yours. Don't forget to give us a text, 60777, James Studio, followed by your message. Let me show you the sapphire. We all need this. Did you see the pearls yesterday? Did you get the pearls yesterday?
No, I was next door yesterday.
Oh,
yeah.
Mark. Did you see the chain we had?
Yes.
Have a look at this. That is topaz. Yes, please. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh my gosh, I'm on a tropical holiday.
That's citrine?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Sorry, I was sunbathing.
If you put the purple of amethyst in between the two, I think the three of them just look stunning. Absolutely
what
beautiful.
a trio. Oh, Mark, you're thinking about summer holidays now. We were looking at booking ours last night, in fact. It's not a good idea when you've had wine to book a holiday, so we didn't.
We're going into the Lake District.
How lovely, you go there a lot. Why are you looking like that?
Nothing, nothing.
Because you went there already?
Yeah, we like the Lake District and Yorkshire.
If you know you're going to relax, go with it.
And we're going to do North Wales as well.
I love Wales, I do.
Waterfall walks and things.
Yes. We're gonna take the kids to France again, just because it's easy.
You liked it though, didn't you? You enjoyed it. You
we
had
loved
a nice
it. It was a proper Griswold's holiday.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna give you that sky blue topaz in a couple of minutes, so don't go anywhere. Let's give to you. Oh, I love these, Dion. Your tulip, but now, do you love the, if you bought the prong setting, you might be interested in these because they're a professional setting. Oh, actually, they're the perfect ones for the rondelles they're perfect for the topaz and for the citrine, aren't they? Have a look. Oh, I wish I could give you, have you got, what are we calling that, yellow quartz? It's citrine, is it not? Get the ox down here. Now, Mark, have you got a tiny little rondelle, a little bit like this topaz over there by any chance?
Nope, nothing at all.
Not in the box of boxes?
Nope. Let me have a look.
Have a look at these, just so I want to show how these work. Now these are tulip fastenings. They're great for earrings. They're great for pendants. Have a look at that gold. Now I'm going to turn these to the side. Do you see how they're almost like a stirrup? And what you do is you open that out and you squidge your gemstone and it stays there. And you've got wonderful, what I call jeweller's elements in your jewellery. Now you've got rose gold and traditional gold in here. Whether they're going to be, I'm going to open them out for you, whether they're going to be going together, they do look like stirrups if you put them to the side, but the embellishments of the tulips are what are really interesting about these. I think everyone's stolen your rondelles, sir, haven't they? There's a bit of rondelle theft around here. I wonder if there was some in the tubes. There might have been. Because I just want to show you how these actually work. But they're going to work really well with the Blue Topaz. There's a rondelle search going on. Have you got one, Cass? She's a good one. She's there, she's on it. Have you got it, Babs? Thank you. I'm all right, Mark. She's, oh, am I? Will that go in there? Hopefully. Yeah. Right, I'm opening mine with a pair of tweezers. I mean, it's real silver, so it's quite easy to manipulate. You're literally going to pinch down into... Have you used these before, Mark?
I have, exactly that. Just popping a prong either side of a bead.
I do like them with a rondelle, but would you work with a different shape?
You can use it with bicones are quite good if you had a small enough bicone.
Oh, yeah.
What I would do is I would make a beady bead with bicones and use the top of the 12 beads, attach the bail to that so you have the beady bead hanging below it.
Yes. Oh, he's not just a pretty face. I haven't squidged this as well as I would have, but it's just to show you that you've got that, but it's professional, beautiful. Isn't it? That's what I love about these, is that they have that professional finish to them. And I think that makes a tree load of difference. And now they've come to life for everybody. Cass went, oh, that's how they work. I mean, it's easy once you know how. Get a selection of stones and you can interchange them like you were saying earlier, Mark.
Yeah, yep.
Now don't forget, you are getting both the gold and the rose gold here. You're getting 5 of each. I'll put the gold one on, and they are coming together. Gold one going on, and these are sterling silver with either a rose gold or a 9-carat gold overlay. Aren't they fabulous? Aren't they pretty though? This is, can you imagine a bracelet with loads of these on? I think they would look just gorgeous. Some might say charming. Ooh, YGG! Oh, careful, careful, I'll be accused of being hilarious any moment now. C65 is your item code at just £9.95 for 10. That's less than £1 each, and they really are going to make your life easy. Honestly beautiful. Mark, what a great price tag yet again from us here at Jewellery Maker.
Well, they're sterling silver, aren't they?
Sterling silver with gold.
They're beautiful.
And these are things that you use often?
I'm hoping I'm going to get these if there's some left at the end of the day.
How many have we got, Deanna? Have we got loads? Oh, she went nope in my ear.
I like the idea of just wearing a pair of earrings and then taking the stone out and swapping them over. Yeah. And I think that's a really, really good thing.
I like that too. It depends. It takes. Oh, look how many people are on the phone lines. Okay. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Where is she from Hertfordshire? Oh, there is. It's Elizabeth from Hertfordshire. Yeah, hello, Jenny from Suffolk Sport. 2 of these. Mary in Yorkshire 2. Mary in Buckinghamshire. You Marys. My mum's called Mary. Now, Hazel, you're there. Great to have you on board. Barbara, you're Sandra in Cambridgeshire. Jenny in Suffolk Sport. 2 of these. Ulia, you're there, my darling Ulia. Mrs. A in Kent. Mary in Buckinghamshire, I've already said. Eileen, you're there. Julie, Agnes, Patricia, Kim, Linda from Hertfordshire, I knew it, she's at it again. She's gone and bought 8 of these. Linda, calm yourself down. I wonder if it's Linda the jewellery maker that I met before. I wonder. Hopefully she'll text me in and tell me where she lives. Stephen, you're there from Cornwall. If only we were in Cornwall right now. They're gone, they've sold out, they're gone.
Josh.
It's time for the sky blue topaz. Maybe you're going to do this with the sky blue topaz. Thank you, my darling. Now, sorry, I sniffed then. How awful. This dreaded cold. It is leaving me though, and I'm feeling great.
Feeling better?
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah. I thought I wasn't ill until I felt better, and then I went, oh, hang on, I must have been ill because I feel fab. Oh no, that's normal. Have a look at this colour. Wow. One of my favourite gemstones is topaz. Look, you don't get any blue. That is tropical sea blue, isn't it? Have you ever flown over, been lucky enough to fly over somewhere hot and look down at the clear waters of the sea and the sparkling sand is underneath?
Didn't you go to Thailand on holiday once?
I did. Did you know about that? Look at, oh, Mark, I thought I'd never told you that story only 100 times a day. My blue lagoon that I went to. I never forgot that. I never did, and it's this kind of strand that brings me to the memories of Thailand in the lagoon. I like to lie down and go through a cave. It's quite dangerous when I think about it, but I was young.
There were bats as well, weren't there?
There were bats in the cave that were touching my face. Oh, it's like you were there with me, Mark. Am I one of those people that tells a story so many times you know it by heart? Here she goes again. Have a look. During the war. Don't make me laugh because it's still there. Now, when we do see blues like this, sorry, a moment of coughing there. When we do see blues like this, they just take us to that place, don't they? That sunshine, those crystal clear waters, a total barrier reef strand, an absolutely beautiful strand. If you love jewellery with Swiss blue topaz or sky blue topaz, you're going to adore these. Now, the coloured gemstone, let's talk about that. Because diamonds are beautiful, but they're not the only gemstone in the world. And it was only really down to the fact that there was a huge De Beers campaign behind diamonds that really gave them the push that made the world see them for what they are. And actually, there are so many other gemstones for you to behold, to absorb the colour. I mean, life is about colour, isn't it? It's about happiness, and it's about seeing all of these wonderful things in nature, and I think that's reflected in a strand like this of genuine sky blue topaz. You look at this and you can think either way. You can think tropical seas, or you can think crisp Swiss blue skies. You can think icy blues with silver, or you can warm it up with a bit of gold. You can put these in designs that sparkle. Now we're talking Tiffany & Co blues here. We're talking Cartier. We are talking Chopin. I mean, there are designers out there using so many bright gemstones. If you look at Elsa Peretti, Jean Schlumberger, if you look at Paloma Picasso, and so many more big top designers out there right now, you'll see a huge collection of topaz. It's one of the gemstones leaned upon more than a lot because of its vibrance of colour, because of its clarity. And anyone out there who's a real gemstone enthusiast will appreciate those properties in this strand. A very long strand is what you've got here as well. And rondelles are probably the most versatile when creating really delicate pieces of jewellery, whether it's going to be something blue for the bride, and I would keep it simple and I would keep it elegant, and it would definitely be going on sterling silver wire. I certainly wouldn't put this on anything that wasn't solid sterling silver. I think you've got something outstandingly breathtaking, whether you're going to cluster these, whether you're going to put them in earrings, whether they're going in bracelets. They're always going to look elegant and gorgeous. Now, in this colour, look at how it almost appears that the colour is dripping from the bottom of the strand, how it collects at the bottom. And I'm moving it around. Mark, there's an opportunity and a half right now to get something stunning in our collections.
Well, I know we've only just had December, but topaz being November's birthstone, it's always good to have, especially with birth. I think we're somewhere in the pipeline, we've got another birthstone show coming up. So if you see birthstones now, even though they are in November, December, you know, get them now and have them in your stash ready, because it will soon be upon us again.
The jewellery you can make from, it's nice to have the opportunity to steer away from chunky, to go really delicate, really high end. The sort of jewellery you see behind a glass cabinet is what you can create with these. If you've got 2 whole spacer bars, I think you could roll these up so beautifully, just like Emma and Gary of Adorian Gems do. I love their bracelets. Now do make sure you hop on board very soon. No, Dion, no, don't do that, please. Or do, all right, hang on a minute. No, because the original price tag is so low. How much do you think these are, Mark? Bearing in mind, we are about to devalue a gemstone majorly. How much do you think these are? Sky blue topaz, a gemstone adored by Tiffany & Co, adored by Cartier. Boodles, Bulgari. I mean, you see this gemstone. How much is this wonderful strand? Clarity is
Jewellery
excellent.
Maker price. Yep. Jewellery Maker price, $19.95.
Not even. Not even that. No, well, I think that's.
Yeah.
I think it should have been £27. Jewellery Maker price.
Okay. What's she doing?
Not even £19, Mark. She's going to give you a price drop on this. She being the cat's mother. Dion has gone mad. Mad! If you don't get on the phone lines now, you will miss out. Less than 100 were ever made. We've now got limited quantities already that have gone on the website. Please let the telephone callers have a chance on this deal because it will sell out, I think. 0800 644 655. Get on the phone lines quickly. I don't want you missing out. BFR U21 going majorly under this £19 that Mark thought was a great Jewellery Maker price tag. I'm not even going to give you the original price tag that Dion brings on the screen, because she's then going to price slash $17.95, $17.95, and you're dropping it from there. I don't know what to do with my face or my eyes. You've got a 30-centimetre strand. I need you all on the phone lines, or these will sell out at $17.95. Genuine topaz. Get your pieces valued. Oh my gosh, only dogs can hear me right now. That's how excited I am. Are you seriously doing this? If you're crafty and not jewellery makery, get this. You're mad. Do you know what? If I was flicking channels now and I just love jewellery, I'd get this. At $17.95, it was truly madness. We should have been well over £20. Do you know, I only said don't do it because you know what happens after the show. We have a rundown. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Dion is going to have to explain a lot. Oh, guess who's bought 3 of these?
Somebody from Hertfordshire?
Linda in Hertfordshire, at it again. She's spending her Christmas money today. Do you know what? If you're selling your jewellery in Hertfordshire, Linda, I'd like to know where. So many of you there, absolutely loads of you multi-buying. Of course, Linda heading the way with the first multi-buy of 3. We weren't surprised. Gillian in Yorkshire, Jennifer, you're there. Stop, Linda. She's just bought her 4th. Look at the top of my screen. She's back again. Oh, Linda, I love you. $14.95. Well, we have gone limited now. Barbara in Kent, well done. You're multi-buying. Now, I'm sure I just saw someone from Gloucestershire. Where have you gone? Alicia, you're there. Sarah, you're there in Renfrewshire. Patricia and Lindsay and Carolyn and Anita and Sylvia's there again. Rebecca from Essex, taking advantage of that 1 P&P. Linda in Devon, it's all about the Lindas today. Multi-buying. Lynn in Midlothian is there too. I have got stacks of you. Kathleen in Perth and Kinross, who was shopping with us yesterday. Another great big hello and a kiss for you. Helena, you're there. So many. Janice in Berkshire, Jennifer in Cheshire, Bogner, you're there as well. $14.95. This is a truly excellent price tag. With my hand on my heart, we shouldn't have gone there. You are getting a deal and a half. Please don't expect this again. Please let me know what you get your jewellery valued for. Val in Sussex, you've got 2 of these. Linda in Devon, you've got 2 of these. Pat in Staffordshire, 2 of these. Well done to each and every one of you. Josephine in Wiltshire, you're shopping with us today. Titania, what a lovely name, in Greater London, you have bought 2 of these also. Loads and loads of you, and you keep coming through. Zara in Dorset, Carrie in Essex, Hillary, Anne, you're all there. Stay in that queue. Do you know what? Well done to you for getting this. I cannot believe the price tag, and for everybody that's bought more than one, you won't be disappointed. And you know what? And I'm sure Linda in Hertfordshire is very aware of the fact that you can multi-buy because you have the backup of our 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. At just $14.95, you are steaming on in there and grabbing these with both hands. Now you need to stay on the phone lines. I have got the Tiger's Eye coming up for you next. You might want to add it to your order. Now we've gone limited. How many have we got left? Hardly any. Catherine in Belfast, Christina, you're there as well. There are lots of you shopping with us. Anna Marie, you're taking advantage of that 1 P&P. Stephen too, because you got the last lot. You're taking a bunch of that 1p&p. Wendy Woo, there you are, loads and loads of you. Tracy in Hertfordshire, we're going to have a lovely Swiss blue Hertfordshire today at £14.95. Loads of you shopping in Scotland, so a big hello to you. I won't do my Scottish accent because I'm not very good at it. It always goes to something else, my least good one. BFRU21, make sure you stay in that queue, it's worth it. Yvonne, you're back for more, well done. Gosh, isn't it lovely to see all these names? I love that we get to see all these names. Oh my goodness, please check out baskets or you are going to miss out. I'm going to do the Tiger's Eye now, so do linger on those phone lines because you've been asking for this. We've all been going, on this stand because it is huge. You're gonna make the most amazing big cocktail ring out of these. Cuff bracelets will look fabulous. Look at those caramel toes. Have you ever bitten into one of those lovely chocolate caramel bars, the ones with the bunnies? And you get that stringy caramel. Doesn't it look like that? It's rich, or a caramel pudding. Yummy. You've got the depth there. You've got the silkiness there. And it's making me feel hungry just looking at this strand. It looks delicious, but don't eat them. Don't eat them. Now you've got your checkerboard fast. Look at the quality. Mark, is this a great one for the chaps? What about cufflinks?
You can do cufflinks. On the makes for men, there is a technique for making cufflinks with flat stones rather than rounds. So they'd be absolutely perfect. The floating macrame knot stitch that we're huge fans of, they would be perfect.
Can I do that with just one or two of them? Because they are large.
You can have one as a watch face bracelet, or three, so you'd have one on either side of the wrist and one on the top. You wouldn't need any more than three.
No.
For a really nice bracelet.
They're big, aren't they?
And with the natural colour hemps we've got, it'd be beautiful.
They will look great with it. Or what kind of wire would you use with these?
Antique bronze, or you can incorporate the gold.
Copper?
Copper would look really well with it, yeah.
I like just the simple stretchy. It's almost got this wooden feel about it, which I like. You know how the boho look about it? Very summery, actually. Which is controversial for me because I always say that Tiger's Eye is a very wintry gemstone, but it's not. Because I'm thinking with a turquoise maxi dress, that would look gorgeous. Do you think?
It would, actually. No, you're right.
And I just so happen to have that very maxi dress in my wardrobe, Marky. A turquoise, bit of gold, maybe. I don't know. I love this. It could be almost. You've got that boho look. I love it. I just think it's huge, and it is the one that I homed straight into this morning. On the phone lines again, I just think simple stretchy bracelets with these, if you've started jewellery making and you want to keep it simple, there's no need to go overboard. If you're thinking Laura Binding style wire work, that would be great. This could be a centre. Could you do soutache with this, I wonder? I'm going to show you the edges so you can. Could you? Yeah. I think you'd have to be a bit better. I mean, because it's easy to do an oval for me. I don't know whether I'd be able to do a square as easily. I must ask Linda. Aren't these luscious? You reckon we could look at that? This is a nice strand, isn't it? See all those caramels? Look at that fasting. Now this is going under £10. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. Now Oliver told me, one of our directors told me that he was shopping near the Bullring in a bead shop. He just went in there. Tiny nuggets of Tiger's Eye. They're £1 each, weren't they, Ryan? He was telling us. £1 each. Not wee nuggets, but you know, nuggets, probably about that big. You know, £1 each. I'm going to give you the whole strand, faceted and drill holes, for way less than £1 each. In fact, she's done it again, the little shocker. She may as well have one of those cattle prods this morning. Look at what she's about to do. She, not being the cat's mother, but indeed being my producer, Dion, giving you another cracker's price tag of just £6.95. Mark,
oh my gosh.
I mean, talk to me. We don't see strands of rounds that are quarter of the size for that price tag of this wonderful gemstone.
That is a really good price, actually. I wasn't expecting that. Wow.
I mean, a great stash builder. If you've never used it before, come on.
That's 40p each.
40p each. I'm glad you've got that mathematical brain. But it's the chatoyancy. It's got so much more than the shape and the size. It's got chatoyancy.
This is why I can't come to terms with gemstones sometimes, because they've been in the ground for millions of years. They've been mined. they've been shaped, they've been drilled, they've been faceted, they've been polished. All of that for 40p. It's
well, I know Mother Nature will get her own back on you, Dion, one day. You wait. You wait till you wake up in your 30s, look in the mirror and wonder what happened to your beautiful face, and that's Mother Nature going, 40p. That'll learn you. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Don't worry, Mother Nature will give her a what's for. $6.95. Linda in Devon's got 2 of these, of course she has. Linda in Gloucestershire, good morning to you. Lola in London has bought 3. Ronald, you're there. It's great to have your company. We've got Elizabeth in Oxfordshire multi-buying with 2 of these. I've got Marilyn and Grace and Rosaline. Rosaline taking advantage of that 1p&p. Joan in Wrexham. We got Bogner 1p&p again. Udamik, you're there as well. Great to have you. Joan, you're there. There are queues on the phone lines. Please bear with us. Tracy in Hertfordshire, doing it for the Hertfordshire crew. We've got Kathleen in Merseyside. She's bought 2 of these. We've got Edith in Staffs. So we've got, who else is multi-buying? The Scottish Highlands, an anonymous buyer from the Scottish Highlands. Adeline in Essex. Madeline and Adeline there next to each other. Kathleen in Essex has bought 2 of these. Eileen, you're taking advantage of that 1p&p because you bought the last strand. Stephanie in Cornwall, hello to you, my lovely. Kathy in Worcestershire, you're shopping with us again. Susan in Yorkshire, you're there. Shirlene in Flintstone. No, Flintshire, not actual Flintstone. Sean in Gloucestershire. She lives with the actual Flintstones. How brilliant. She lives in Bedrock. We have got Edith buying 2. Shona in Inverclyde buying 2 of these as well. We have got Nesta. Hello again, Nesta. You're there taking advantage of your P&P. Tanya in Buckinghamshire. She lives in Buckinghamshire, so she's more likely to be a Tanya darling than a Tanya, I've decided. Linda in Hertfordshire is at it again. How many has she bought? 5. Linda, I do hope I'm not getting you into trouble with your husband. Sorry, did I say Linda? I meant Jane in Hertfordshire. Sorry, I'm so sorry, Linda. £6.95. She's probably going, will you shut up, my husband's in the next room. I'm so sorry. Gifty in Nottinghamshire. Evelyn, you're there. You bought 2 of these in the West Midlands, and Annie in Yorkshire's bought 2 of these. Paula in Pembrokeshire has bought 3. That's a good one for alliteration when I'm teaching the kids. Paula in Pembrokeshire, £6.95. I know we must go for a break, but there are so many of you that I love to say hello to. Now, we are going to give you a couple more seconds on this. How many have we got left, Dee Dee? We started with over 300, and how many have we got left? We've got about 100 left. Eek! £6.95, be quick. So many of you multi-buying. I don't know if these are going to last. At £6.95, you've got to have them. Well, goodness gracious me, we've been yickety-yakketing today, and it is time for just the second kit of the day, and it's 11 o'clock. We've got to get our skates on. We'll be back after this.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service.
It is easy to donate to the charity cycle ride. Donate now by calling the contact centre or by clicking the donate option on our website. And thank you.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker, where we're having an absolute blast this morning. We will be reading your text messages out on the tail end of Mark's demonstration. So if you do want to get a text message into us, do it now, 607777 JM Studio, followed by your message, or do it for free via our website, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Click, or make sure, if you are texting us, make sure you start it with JM Studio, otherwise it floats around. Who knows where it goes to, and we don't see it. So start your message with that if you can, please. And then you can get through on the website. You go to watch us live and then send a message to the studio. After Mark's demo, we'll be asking questions to Mark, or we want to hear about you and your bizarreness today. Now, have a look at this brand new strand. I am desperate to call this citrine. Could we get Lady Oxbury on the phone? Because I don't know why it's on my sheet as yellow quartz. Well, we know that citrine is a member of the quartz family, and this does look very citrine-y. But she's just on the phone to Hannah Oxbury right now. Now, I will give you an update on that. Oh, she wants to look at it on screen. She's upstairs. We're on the Ox phone right now. It is exactly like the bat phone. Have a look at that, isn't it glorious? Now, if you bought the topaz, I would definitely encourage you to blend them together, because I think they're striking together. Look at the texture that a rondelle gives you as well. I am going to give these to you momentarily. I'm going to pop them back now. So we're calling it yellow quartz. I wanted to come down. I wanted to come down. Okay, let me give you this. Look at these Iolite drops, Mark, have you seen these?
They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
How fabulous is that inky blue? I love the graduations, do you?
I love the transparency of it, it's quite unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's quite mesmerising Iolite, isn't it? Now we've also got for you some sunstone. You should always sing when you work with sunstone, I've decided. Now, sunstone has got little particles of copper inside it that make it heavenly. Coming up for you very, very soon. You've got lots and lots of different shape in there, haven't you? Now, I'm going to give you the next kit of the day called Silver Dragonfly. And Mark, did you again assist when putting this kit together upstairs, Rebecca?
Yes.
I thought so. I thought so. Now I love this, as you knew I would, because there's nothing that wets my whistle like a strand of real
an amazing
pearls.
strand as
Oh
well.
my gosh, look at this. So antique, so vintage looking. Ah, Mark, these are exquisite.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Oh, I can't promise you that your jewellery is safe around me today at all. Look at those. Now, you know that pearls can be an heirloom. They're a bridal gemstone. We pass down to our daughters. I mean, my gran passed me down her pearls from her 16th birthday. I just think they're a glorious way of showing a little bit of class and sophistication. I think whoever wears pearls, you can't help but look classy in them, can you? A gemstone that you know, ancient kings and queens would wear. You think about the Virgin Queen Elizabeth, and she reinvented herself and came out in all those virginal white pearls. Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, the vintage pieces that you get with pearls in are mind-blowing, aren't they? And like I said yesterday, you visit the Victoria and Albert Museum at the moment, you'll catch the tail end of pearls through the ages, and you get to see the most remarkable pieces of jewellery with pearls. A very historically important gemstone, designer-wise, super important. Pearls offer grace and sophistication to whatever you're doing, whether it's jewellery or whether it's costume. If you're creating a beautiful wedding dress and you sew a pearl, my mum's wedding dress had cuffs that had real pearls sewn into them. They're just beautiful, absolutely stunning. I'm also going to give you what I call higgledy-piggledy pearls, and I think these ones would be great for the tiara. I'm thinking that these together are quite frosty, quite ice queen together. These are going to be great for the mother of the bride, great for fascinators, great for doing the tiara twist technique. I love that you have got this combination. I am definitely head over heels with this kit. Then you get the powder puff. Can you see them? Aren't they beautiful? I always call them powder puff because they have got that wonderful sheen, that satin sheen. But these are shell pearl. Now, shell pearl is not faux pearl. Shell pearl has been made up of pearl that can't go in jewellery for whatever reason. Maybe it's too flat to drill hole, maybe it's too thin to drill hole, maybe for whatever reason. So what we do is we crush down that pearl, crush it, crush it, crush it, and then press it into a perfect, form it into a perfect round. So the benefit is, so the makeup of this is entirely pearl and shell, absolutely. A faux pearl would be resin or glass. These aren't faux pearls, these are shell pearl. And the benefit of that is that they're always perfectly, perfectly round. Now I'm going to give to you as well 0.25 wire. Now I've already touched on the fact that pearls are great for tiara technique, and 0.25 wire is perfect for that. Now pearls and 0.25 wire seem to go hand in hand together because pearls notoriously have a really slim drill hole, which is owed to the fact that pearls can break if you drill hole them with too wide a gauge. So you want to keep it delicate to keep that pearl nice and safe and nice and strong. It's certainly for bridal jewellery. If you've got Sheila's bridal DVD, you're going to want this. And also Sheila does a wonderful workshop. Now I'm going to give you as well more silver with this kit. Have a look, because you get the dragonfly, sterling silver. Aren't they cute? Now you don't just get one, because you also get a butterfly as well. Just going to pop that down. I'm just going to get these, and remember, solid sterling silver. How much do you pay for charms like this in your charm shop? I hope you can get that okay. You've got your butterfly as well. Now I'm going to give you solid sterling silver findings. You've got 43 of those. You've got all of your beading elements. You've got your beading thread, your monofilament, and your elastic. AXGC49 is your item code. Come shopping with us this morning and get something absolutely beautiful, breathtaking. Mark put this kit together. Now the price tag you should be paying for all of these, remember, freshwater pearls I saw in Cambridge for £2,000 a strand. No word of a lie from a jeweller's. £49.10. You're getting everything with all this silver. Now pearls can be expensive, they can. Of course there were elements of gold in that. There was a gold clasp on that, and you get a designer brand name behind it. But I just to show you that pearls can be, and generally are, a very, very, very high price tag. Always a sign of richness for me. I always think ladies that wear pearls look like they've got lots of money. Not £49.10 today, which I think is a wonderful price tag already. We're going to give you one of the best price tags for such a high-end kit, but you are going to need to be very sharp on this one. £24.95, it is limited edition. Don't forget the two elements of solid sterling silver, the dragonfly and the butterfly. Don't forget you have got 100 metres of 0.25 wire. That's going to go on and on and on. You can weave with it, you can tiara twist it. There is so much scope for your design here. You have got your 43 solid sterling silver findings. You've got the heart chain, 2 pairs of shepherd's hooks. You've got the toggle clasp, the crimp bead covers. You have got your lobster claw clasp, your 3 open jump rings, your eye pins, and your head pins. I'm going to go over and talk to Mark about what inspired him to work together with Becky to put this kit together for you at home. Maybe you're thinking about stretching out and doing bridal techniques. This is your kit. This is your kit. Maybe like me, you're just completely and utterly in love with pearls, then this is your kit. I've got for you an opportunity now to get pearl. I mean, I would pay £24.95 for a pearl strand alone, wouldn't you? Come and let's look at Mark's jewellery, because oh my gosh.
Now there is reasoning behind this kit. My cousin is getting married on the 8th of February, winter wedding, and I've been asked.
Girl cousin, boy cousin?
Boy cousin.
Okay.
Yeah. And the bride has already got her jewellery. No, it's heirloom pieces from the family.
Fine.
But my mum and my sister have asked me to make them some wedding jewellery as guests. And so I thought, well, I need some practice.
I'm so glad you're doing wedding jewellery.
So Becky and I put our heads together and we came up with this kit. So it incorporates the wire. We've got the silver pearls. And the silver pearls is an outfit that my mum's wearing. So there's lots of planning, and the wire is just beautiful.
I love the dragonfly. It just makes so much. Do you know what? This is very quirky, and you know how people are wearing fabulous big hats, really modern hats now with classic, lovely, elegant sort of A-line skirts. This is perfect because it's got the classic element with the quirkiness that you might have on your fascinator as well. Fascinator as well. Mummy wearing fascinator? He's going to have to work on them. I'm having a mesh. Oh yeah, go on.
One of Gemma's mesh flowers. I'm going to have a little dabble.
Look at these earrings. They're just divine and heavenly. Oh gosh, gorgeous. Shouldn't we all be wearing pearl earrings? Absolutely. My friend Alice, you know whose friend stole her pearl earrings that you made her? Have I told you this story?
No.
She'd go mad for these. She keeps telling me, please tell Mark that she wants to buy the earrings again if you could make them again because her friend stole them and won't give them back, and she made her cry. She was like, no, Alice, I need them, because she was she's now getting married and wants them, and she's telling her she has to have them. There's something borrowed.
Oh, of course, yes.
Have a look at this. Now I love this, Mark. It's modern, yet classic. It depends.
I've used the butterfly as a charm on the end of the extender.
Oh, and you've gizmo coiled. Let me see that, Mark. Sorry. And you've gizmo coiled and plaited them together. Yeah. I think that's a beautiful idea. We're not done. We're not done. The tiara technique, very Sheila. Now you must get Sheila's DVD. It's wonderful. If you haven't already got it, the bridal, the workshop. I'll give you the details of. She's really good at bridal pieces. Have you seen the sari silk?
Yes.
Fascinator she did. It's amazing. And then have a look.
And do you notice how the colour of the silver wire changes colour with the cream beads? It takes on a cream hue, doesn't it?
Actually, I think it makes the cream pearls a little bit lighter.
Yes.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, that's like raining pearls. I love it. And then you've got these really. But you're so neat at wire work. This is what I love. I do like neat wire work. I'm not very good at it, but I do like neat wire work.
They're lovely, aren't they? Beautiful.
Oh, Mark, they're glorious. They're absolutely glorious. Aren't we lucky to work here, Cassie, and then we can get to wear it all? Now, tell me, are you going to take any of this home for your mum or your sister?
No. I've got separate pearls of different colour slightly, so
okay.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
We'll let you up. All right, good. I wanted to know for my own personal reasons, obviously. Right, now tell me what you're going to create out of this.
Well, you've mentioned it 5 times now, but tiara technique. Now, I've never done it on the show before.
Oh, my hints are working.
So you were talking about Sheila's DVD. Now I have that, and that's where I've got this inspiration, and the Fascinator DVD as well. She's great.
She's just so classic with her designs, isn't she?
Beautiful. So the first thing to do is decide on the length of your. I've gone for a choker length, so it's probably about 18 inches, something like that. I've doubled over the wire, and I've wrapped a little loop on the end, just to stop the beads from falling off.
Okay.
And then with the double thickness, because you can get 2 strands of the 0.25 through these beads, I've threaded on 10 beads. All my little gaps are in bunches of 10.
I love that these are higgledy-piggledy.
They're lovely, they're really nice.
Because of the way they're drilled.
So I'm going to do my tiara twists in groups of 3. I've done 2 already.
Do you do those freehand or with a twister tool?
I've done these freehand. I don't have the twister tool.
You haven't got the twister tool?
No, I haven't managed to get it.
Because it's out of stock all the time,
all the time, yeah. So I've taken a piece of wire about this. We're going to cut these down, so it's about 1 foot long. You thread on one of your beads, take hold of both ends and let it drop to the centre, and then it is simply, as you said, very simply. I do it in inch stages. So
are you twisting the gemstone or the wire?
The gemstone.
Yeah, I was going to say I do that.
Yeah, so leave an inch, holding it with your thumb and finger, and just twist the bead. Yeah, I personally don't want it to twist a twist at the moment, so I go back another inch.
Can you over twist, because will it break if you over twist or not? Will it just
None
stop?
of mine have broken, but I
Okay.
haven't gone to the twist stage, so I wanted to keep mine level, and then another inch. So as I said, I do mine in inch sections, and then you can decide how long you want to stop. Okay. So I've got my 3 pieces. Now I want to stagger the lengths. So I take one of the pieces, no matter which one, an inch, and then pop in the next one, an inch, and then pop in the next one. Okay, so you have them at graduated lengths. Okay, different lengths. And then what you do then is where the 3 meet, you need to have about an inch, because you're going to do a wrapped eye pin loop. So all I've done then is I've cut all of those wires off, like so, and then using your round nose pliers, you pop all 3 strands in, and you just roll and roll. So it's just a roll loop, eye pin. I can't remember what they're called. Eye pin roll.
Wrap loop.
Wrap loop. Yeah. So you just keep rolling.
I
can't remember
at all. Do you ever get that? I'm like, what? I'm like, crimp bead. The word loses me.
Yeah.
I'm like, how many times do I say crimp bead? And sometimes I'm like,
okay.
Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
So do about ½ centimetre, because you want to make a feature of it.
Like a little coil.
Coiled loop.
Coiled loop. That's what it is. That's where now we're cooking with verbal gas.
So once you've got that group of 3, pop it through the coiled loop until it meets your beads, and then you would put on another 10 beads, and then another 3 of your wire section, then another 10, then another 3. And when you finish your necklace, all you do then is you just wrap one of them around, like so, and then another one, wrap it round. You can go in the same direction or another direction, and just wrap it round, like so, so you get movement. And then if you wanted to, you could continue and twist your twist if you wanted to, just to get a bit of movement. I think I managed to get 7 groups of 3 twists on my choker I've made. And then what I've done at the back, if you can turn the back around of the necklace, I'll bring it over again. I've made a little clasp on the back, just with a wire. Yeah. I mean, you might want to add something a bit more substantial if you've got something in your stash at home.
Nice and delicate, actually. I like it.
But then, as you can see, you can just move and manipulate all of the little twists to make your choker.
I'm going to give it a twist. Look at this. Ta-da!
So you can keep it quite close if you wanted to, or you can spread the twists however you wanted, just to get a bit more movement.
It belongs in a boutique. Where I used to live in Cheltenham, there's a lot of boutique shops in a place called Montpellier, where you go if you're the mother of the bride, and this belongs there. You should send your jewellery to the boutiques.
No, gosh, no, it's nowhere near good enough. And also what I thought of is, you could also turn this into a hair vine, couldn't you? You could have it surrounding the hair. So no, I was really pleased with that, really organic. I don't like using that word very much, but it is, isn't it? It's organic.
No, well, it's classic and it is organic actually. And you can use it when we are looking at designs in this. We are approaching single figures of this kit, I'm just being told, so please act fast. AXG C49, now we're all uber inspired by you, Mark. Today, your jewellery has just taken me to another level of needing to copy you. Now, if you're the same, then you can, of course, send us in or maybe you've got a different idea. When you've created your piece, take a picture of it and send it into the Wall of Fame. We're about to do your text messages, but first it's Wall of Fame time. So clever. You've done some beautiful chainmail. We don't see enough chainmail, I don't think.
That's not fluorite. Is it the yellow? It is.
It is fluorite, I think, because I just said to you, fluorite, didn't I?
Wow.
I don't know. Let's flip it over. That's my guess. 145 is from a bead scoop, so we don't know. It could be citrine, it could be different things. Please find attached my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I made this necklace and bracelet set using stones from a deluxe gemstone bead scoop of quartz beads. Oh, so it's yellow quartz.
Yellow quartz.
I hope you like it. Kind regards, we love it. Trisha Bell in Allendale, number 145. You're amazing at chainmail.
Beautiful.
Really, really good. Well done, Trisha Bell. I love that name. Okay,
next one I have is number 143, and again, an inspired piece of wire work. I love these scrolls. And this is from Brian. And no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's Trish using Brian's email address.
Oh, Brian, she's hacking into your email.
So this is Trish, number 143, and Trish says, "Hi all. Hope you all had a good Christmas, and wish you all at Jewellery Maker a very happy New Year. I bought these amethysts before Christmas. The photo just doesn't show how lovely the stones are. All my friends love it, as do I. Keep up all the good work, and I'm learning more every day. Jewellery Maker are the best, she says. And that's lots of love from Trish using Brian's email, 143.
We're such grasses, aren't we?
We are.
We've told on poor Linda, from whose name I've now changed.
Yeah.
And now Brian's been put in the loop.
Oh dear.
Look at this.
Isn't that exquisite?
Oh, isn't it just divine? I think this is heavily inspired by Rachel Norris. It's from Lorraine in Essex, who is wonderful. Look at that, number 146. Absolutely beautiful. Look how neat the shank of the ring is. Love it. Hi all, this is my entry for the Wall of Fame this week. I made this with 1mm and 0.4 gauge wire with smoky quartz. This was created using the designer masterclass by Rachel Norris, the Rachel Norris, one so talented it makes you sick. Yes, I know, Lorraine, I know, but she is fabulous, and I've accidentally stolen her hairdryer. So I owe her one. I know it was an accident. Well, she lent it to me and I forgot to give it back. I can only dream of being that good with wire. JM, you are very lucky to work personally with this wonderful lady. Keep up the good... Lorraine, don't I know it? I know. We were saying that just yesterday, actually. We were talking about all our different designs and I said, this lady is amazing. The things that she does.
Incredible.
We're all inspired. And she's as mad as a box of frogs, so I love her. We're on the same wavelength.
Okay, next one I've got is number 144.
Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Let's have the cuff and bangle DVD.
It
so
is,
neat.
it's beautiful. And this is from Diane. And Diane says, hi all, this is my first attempt at a wirework bracelet. Inspired by the high tides and huge waves we've had in Cornwall recently. Wow. This is my second entry to the Wall of Fame, and that's from Diane at number 144.
Diane, you are fabulous. I love that you're saying it's inspired by the high tides. You can then imagine all these seas swirling. Fantastic. Look at
I've got this strand.
Isn't it beautiful? What is it? Is it quartz?
Agate or quartz, yes.
Gorgeous. Perfect for wire wrapping. And this from Linda in North Lanarkshire, Calder Crew. That sounds nice, doesn't it? My name is Linda and I'm a jewellery maker addict. I like the start of that email. I have attached a picture of what I've been working on this morning. I received my Jewellery Maker New Year treat to myself on Friday, which included this lovely fuchsia stripe crackled agate, and used 0.8 and 0.6 silver wire. Thanks for all the inspiration. Thank you for all the inspiration, Linda. This is beautiful, and you are number 147. Are we reading the text out now? Or are we going to do... Yeah? Shall I take my forehead over there then?
Okay.
All right. Okay. I can't... If you read them out, I can never hear you properly.
I can't believe you've got Rachel's your hairdryer.
What do you mean you can't believe I've got Rachel's? Of course you can believe it.
How did you get Rachel's hairdryer?
Well, I forgot my hairdryer. I came in, my hair was soaking wet.
She happened to have a hairdryer?
She's got everything in her car, literally. If any bad tragedy happens, she's there with it. What is the difference, says gorgeous Pamela in Merseyside, between citrine and yellow or lemon quartz? Do you know what? Let's get Hannah Oxley down to explain the exact difference. Apparently she is on her way. Have I got another one? So I just walk back. Sorry, back I go. Doopy-doo, sorry. And another one for you. It's from Maureen in London. Hello, Maureen. Hi, Jenny and Mark. Do I need the blade to use the coil cutting pliers? Yeah, you do, don't you?
On a saw.
Yeah, you need the saw cutter.
Yes.
Oh, there's another one. Yeah. Yes, you do. You do need it, yes. You need the saw cutter, which is available on our website. Okay, we've got another one for you, which is from... I'm doing a little dance there. It's from Anonymous. I love the Gizmo Pearl bracelet. Is this a weave technique? I think it was a plait, wasn't it?
Yes, so it's 3 pieces of Gizmo coil. And what I've done is I've coiled 10 times, pushed up a bead, coiled 10 times bead, so the beads are actually coiled onto the Gizmo coil. 3 pieces the length of the Gizmo.
Okay, on top, yeah. I'm just, hang on a minute.
And then all 3 pieces
I
are
thought,
plaited.
there's no way you'd get them on the Gizmo, and I realised you meant on the outside of the Gizmo.
Sorry, yes, absolutely. So they're actually attached to the Gizmo coils, and then you just take 3 pieces and you plait them together.
Just a simple plait, like plaiting hair plait.
Yes.
I think that would be very pretty. You know how vintage brides have got them going across their forehead at the moment? Oh, loving all the pictures on Facebook of everyone's vintage weddings. Thank you so much. Oh, I've got another one. Back my forehead goes. Now, this is from Rhoda. Hello, Rhoda. Hi, all. I'm currently crocheting using 0.4 wire. Can you ask Mark how to join the strands to either a clasp or a strand at the back of a necklace? McBarkey, take it away.
Okay, what I do with mine is I make one continuous length, and then when you get to the ends, fold them back through a couple of crimp beads and squidge them so they're nice and so you have one long strand, and then fold them back and back until you get to the desired length of the necklace. And then what I do is you hold up.
So I haven't crimped yet. Have I crimped yet?
You've crimped it into one long circle of crochet.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you double it over till you get the desired length. And if you get a couple of eye pins, open up the eye pins and just hook over the crocheted beading, the wire, the number of strands through the eye pin, close it up, pop on a couple of beads onto the eye pins, and then attach a clasp to the other end of an eye pin with an eye pin loop at the back. And it'll stay in place. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
That's the way I do mine.
Lovely. Is that all of them? Yeah. Now, we're going to give you the information on how to enter the Wall of Fame while Mark and I trot on very quickly back to the centre.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF.
Okay, it's time for the Blue Sapphire. Now, we only have a very limited quantity. Dion, just tell me the exact amount. Super limited. That's not an exact amount. Literally, this is going to be very quick because I think you're going to come in, buy this, and it'll be gone. You need to be on the phone lines now. I am going to give to you 50 centimetres of nothing but sapphire and solid sterling silver. Think about the time consumption behind actually rosary linking with sterling silver, that classic deep blue, what Mark's calling old school sapphire. And this is the sapphire we used to think of before I learnt of Ceylon sapphires or anything like that. This deep blue sapphire can be seen on many a finger of many a gorgeous lady. Have a look. Surrounded by diamonds often. You have got so many sapphires in this strand. July's birthstone, said to be a very passionate gemstone sapphire. Absolutely beautiful. Could be bridal because it's very deep blue. But we're that limited, we're about to sell out of these. If you want to multi-buy, you need to do it right now. PCJ K38, it's only $21.95 for sapphire with silver. You've got to be really, really quick. You've got half a metre. They have been rosary linked for you. Mark, a simple bracelet and
I would chop it up completely into inch.
Carnage.
I know. So you have five sapphires in each drop earring. So I don't know how many.
Oh, sapphire earrings! I let you off.
9 or 10. No.
There's 50 centimetres.
5. That's 10. 5. At least 5 pairs.
5 pairs of earrings. How much? How much are you going to sell them for?
£15.
£15. 15 times 5 equals.
75.
So this is potentially for you a £75 profit maker at least.
Yeah. That's money making. That's what I would do.
I think you could get more than that for sapphire. Yeah. Absolutely, and solid sterling silver.
That's what I charge on my store at the moment for the precious gemstones. You know, the emeralds and rubies. They're all £15 a pair.
Gosh, that's a good price tag, Mark. I'm going to come and visit you. £21.95. We're in single figures. This is about to sell out. 2 by 1 to 3 by 2 on the higgledy-piggledy. They're not graduated. They're just varianted. Varianted? I made up a word. We've only got 2 left. You've got silver. Well done to everybody that's got theirs. I can guess who multi-bought on those. Can you? Now, can we get Hannah Oxbury to come down and explain? She's going to explain. Oh, she's in a meeting. Oh dear. Which one? Sorry. Oh, they're over here. Doop doop. I've got some sterling silver with a gold overlay. Shepherd's hooks for you. Now, Mark is a big creator of earrings. Are earrings one of your biggest sellers, Mark?
My biggest, yeah.
They are your biggest.
Yeah.
So in chips and nuggets, because they're your biggest sellers in bracelets, sorry, weren't they?
In memory wire, yes, that's right.
Now, talk to me about the importance of having the option of sterling silver with gold.
Well, all of my earrings are silver, sterling silver, because I'm just not going to take any chances that somebody may be allergic to a coating or silver plate or anything like that. So all of my earrings are silver. What I've just started doing, all of my earrings that I have on my stand are all silver. But I have the option, if somebody wants to change the colour for a rose gold or gold plated, then
what if you were using the gold wire with them though? Sorry, I interrupted you then.
With a gold wire?
Yeah. What if you had a gold wire? Would you then put a gold
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
So in that instance, otherwise everything is always silver.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Now, would you charge more for having the overlay of 9 carat gold against a silver, just a silver?
I probably wouldn't.
You should.
To be honest.
Gold is more expensive than silver.
I know.
An extra pound.
But it starts getting complicated if you start having different prices for things. I'm plain and simple with my pricing. So.
Oh, okay, that probably works better. Well, I'm glad that I'm asking because I'm sure everybody at home is probably asking theirs, thinking about selling theirs. Now you have 10 pairs. Whoops, where are you going? Always great if you're creating bridal mark, of course, because these are heirlooms. Always great if you're using birth gemstones or you want to create pieces that you want people to keep. Certainly if you're selling your earrings, like Mark said, people do tend to want to go for solid sterling silver and 9 carat gold. These should be just £1 a pair at $9.95, but we're going to drop that price tag for you, which is crazy. Are you annoyed that you're here and not on the other end?
Yes.
59p a pair. Sterling silver, 9 carat gold. You know you've got to multi-buy. Absolutely. What a great deal. You've got 10 pairs. Mark, what an opportunity here for anybody.
Fantastic. Isn't that amazing?
And it doesn't matter if you're jewellery making as gifts, whether it's for yourself or as a business. If you are a business, you're shopping with pound signs in your eyes with us today. This is what we call a January price tag. For £5.95, you've got absolutely stacks. Use your debit card or your credit card to come through and shop with us here today at Jewellery Maker. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee on everything. And go on, talk. He's like, oh.
Well, that's phenomenal, isn't it? That's really amazing. That's a phenomenal price.
Well, tell me why. Tell me what you've paid before.
Well, not just for people who are selling, but if you've got your own jewellery collection at home, and we're always losing shepherd's hooks and things, to be able to swap and change the colour of your shepherd's hook and have that in your stash for that price is brilliant, isn't it?
I mean, what can you buy for £5.95 out there that lasts as long as gold and silver, that you could perhaps put it into making some money out of? Isn't it great, this January price tag we're giving to you, £5.95. It looks like we're heading for yet another sellout this morning. Goodness gracious me!
I think I'd have to swap 2 of my packs of lobster claw fastenings for a couple of packs of those.
Oh yeah, you've already spent
Because I've already spent my budget.
Do you sometimes give yourself something else and take it away from the other, or not? Are you always
not for findings, no, because I could just spend a fortune. Beads, that doesn't matter, but findings, I have to be really strict.
Okay, you really pull up the reins with those. Yeah. Now we're going to give you the knotting tool. Now I had this yesterday, and a lot of you asked for it again. And this is on its own. Yesterday we gave it you with pearls. Now if you bought Mark's kit, you might want this. The knotting tool, Mark. Something you've used before?
No.
Have you not seen it?
No, I've seen it, but I haven't been able to buy it. Well, it's normally on when I'm on.
Well, it is. Oh yeah, and you were in the workshop yesterday, weren't you?
Yeah.
Talk to me about why you would want to knot a pearl.
Well,
Mark.
I knot pearls predominantly because I think they're very precious, and the last thing you want to do is have a really heavily beaded necklace. Yeah. And for some reason or other, the thread snaps, and you lose all of your pearls. We've all seen it on the film, haven't we? And they just go scattered everywhere. So to have a knot in between each pearl, or at the gemstones, it's not just pearls that you knot in between.
No, it's not exclusive to pearls.
If it does snap, you might lose one, but you're not going to lose the whole lot. They're all nicely knotted on the strand. At the moment, with mine, I'm using a bead ream or an awl or something to get in between the beads, but they're never uniform. One's always tighter than the next, and and that really grates on me. Because
now, I was about to say,
yeah.
hang on a minute.
Yes.
Hang on a minute.
So this would be...
You haven't got this, and it creates uniform.
I know.
I can't believe you haven't got this. I can't believe you can live with yourself without this. To you, ironer of socks. Now, you are going to need to be, and it isn't just about pearls, Mark's right, but it is about getting that perfect knot, the perfect space. You know, sometimes you'll do a great big knot, and you think, yeah, that's what I want. Then the next knot goes tiny. Like, oh, give me a break here because
it's
I
also
don't
the
want to knot
spaces. Sometimes you have spaces between the bead and the knot, and the bead moves.
And then not in the others. Oh, it drives you bananas. This just eliminates that. Sarah Elvin told me yesterday that one of her friends paid £70 to a jeweller to re-knot her pearls, restring her pearls. So this is now a service that she offers to her customers. So perhaps that's something you would like to do as well. Re-knotting. Now, pearls are heirlooms, and so many of us, me included, been passed down pearls from generation to generation. So for any of that to break, your heart breaks with it, doesn't it? Because if you've been passed down by a dear, dear relative, something that is really precious to you, and it breaks, you want to be able to restring them, don't you? And it was the classic thing to do, string pearls. So a lot of vintage pieces will be strung.
That's right.
Rather than put on a chain or anything like that. They're more likely than not to be strung. TDZX14, the knotting tool, is all yours on its own for £8.95, which is fantastic, isn't it? Now you just push it up. There's a little thumb stopper. You push it up, and oh, by the way, there's a free download on our website, so don't worry about not getting the technique. I think it's Sheila that has actually put this on our website, JewelleryMaker.com. It's either Sheila or Linda. Let's just say it was Shinda. 0800, they are one person after all, aren't they? 0800 444 655 is the number to be calling. It's a free phone number if you're dialing from your UK landline. Let's give you some rose gold, butterfly, and post some butterfly backs, my favourites. Have a look. We're going to give you a deal on these, says Dion. A Dion's cheeky deal.
I made for you. If I'd have known, I would have put butterflies on.
No, because if it's a chandelier earring, they've got to be butterfly. They've got to be.
Oh, do they?
They've got to be shepherd's hooks because they move more. These, I think, are my favourites for little tiny gemstones. Oh,
right, okay.
Yeah, because they hang better. Little droplets.
I suppose so. Yeah.
If you just want a droplet, they hang better, don't they? No, I've worn those grey quartz, the silver quartz earrings. Pretty much every time I've had a glamorous night over Christmas, they've been in my ears.
I'm glad.
Everybody said something. I'll put the pictures on Facebook for you so you can see.
Okay.
Have a look. I'm just rifling through the ones that are okay to put on.
Oh, no.
Have a look at what I've got for you now. I'm going to give to you rose gold post and butterfly backs. Now, this is why I like them. Because with a shepherd's hook, unless you've got a great big chandelier, that you need that swing, that gap, and then the start of the chandelier, you're going to have a gap. So if you want a little drop, maybe a pearl actually, Mark, just the pearl droppers, there's got to be these for me, because otherwise you get a longer gap. And I want to get straight into the pearl as close to my ear as I can. So that's where these are great. So if you bought the kit, in fact, you want to make some little tiny pearl droppers because they're so elegant, aren't they? They're so elegant. You know I'm obsessed with Claire Boulding, and she wears those all the time. Now, you have got, I'm totally obsessed. You have got,
I heart Claire Boulding as well.
I heart Claire Boulding. Get in the back of the queue. Look at, I'm in the middle of a book, I'll pass it on to you afterwards. Look at what you've got here. And it's about elegance, isn't it? A pearl eardropper earring, a droplet of, it could be aquamarine. These look glorious, just the little delicate drops. Nice delicate earrings. You know, when you want to keep it simple and graceful, BFG P68, you're getting 10 pairs. Now I was talking yesterday about stud earrings. When you get your ears pierced, can be anything from 15 to 25 pounds. You could just nip off the little loop if you wanted to. I remember in my teen years going to get my nose pierced and having to have one of those great big studs. This would be better. I'm not ever going to do that again because it really hurts. But you are going to get 10 pairs. Should be just £1 a pair, but they're not going to be £1 a pair today because Dion has gone crazy again. £7 and 95 pence. That's 79p a pair. Mark, rose gold, sterling silver.
$7.95.
Does somebody want to see the mechanism of the knotting tool? Now, now a couple of you are asking, but I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not an expert like Sheila is, and there is a free download. I will show you and you'll probably get the gist of it. Look. No, Sheila's definitely done a download. It could be on Facebook, on YouTube, because somebody's saying there's not a download. There definitely is. She really has done it, I promise you. Could be on YouTube. How do I search for that on YouTube? Would it take ages? If Sheila's watching now, she might post on Facebook how you do it. Right, so you've got your pearl knotter tool, and you put your string over, and then your pearl, and then you... Do you know how to use this one exactly? And then you knot, and it pushes it up. Do you see? That pin. Sarah Alvin showed us how to... Oh, I know. Sarah Alvin showed us to use it. Here's the YouTube address on not yesterday's show, but the one she was on the week before, was it? She showed us how to do it. I bet she's watching. Sarah Alvin, if you're watching, could you post, please, the pearl knotting demonstration show, because you probably know which one it is, on our Facebook page, please. Thank you. So she'll probably do that for you, hopefully. Otherwise, if Sheila's watching, then she'll do it for you too. But she has definitely done a demo on this. So hopefully, can you see how this works, Mark, from pushing up? Or do you need the, does that make it clearer to you? So you thread on, and then you push,
so where
and
would
then
you
you
put
thread
your pearl?
on again. You thread on first, then you've got your
Okay.
pearl, and you do your knot, and you push it up, and then you do the knot again. Okay. Does that make sense to you?
Can I have this one at the end of the show, and I'll take it away and have a...
You can have it now, yeah. Yes, that would be wonderful. You have a little play with that. You should have a pearl over there, shouldn't you? There you go, darling.
There are instructions on the pack?
No, it's on our download.
Okay.
Now, so the earring posts and butterfly back are absolutely flying out. This is a little stopper. You get a little stopper on there. If you were thinking, well, what's that tool? What's the other bit? It's just to protect the little, because it's a bit stabby. Now, I've got loads of you on the phone lines. It is lovely to have your company here. Rose gold, solid sterling silver. Can't see your names. Oh, we can't do it. It's our system's gone bananas. There we go. Now, can we do the Iolite? Can I have a white bust, please? Kezarina? Is that, oh, there's one over there. Look. Thank you, darling. So I think these need to be shown on a white bust. The graduation is fabulous. Now, thank you, darling. We got one. We got one. There we go. Thank you. Look, you weren't even in the room, and you knew I wanted something. The power of telepathy. Now, have a look. Don't you think this makes an outstanding piece of jewellery just like this? I've got one missing. Where's it gone? I got one missing from there. Oh, I wonder where that's gone. Who was down here earlier? Laura Androglia. Bet she's had that. There should be one here as well, but mine seems to have gone. Somebody's understranded it. Yeah, look, because they're all graduate. They're all mirrored. Look. Can you see? Oh, hang on. It could be this one. Oh no, it's here. It's here. It is here on the. Yeah, look. It's just. Oh, they forgot to strand it on, so they put it there instead. I like that. At least you know you get it right. Iolite. Mark, what about this shape?
It's really unusual, isn't it?
Yes.
So the middle three would be pendant drops, and then the rest I would do some sort of wire wrap with earrings, I think.
Would you wrap around and around and around?
I wouldn't cover it too much, because I like these are really translucent. You can see through them. It's beautiful.
You can see greens in here. Yeah. We know Iolite with its polarizing qualities.
Vikings.
Yeah, I love that story though. I think it's so it makes you think about the importance of gemstones through the ages, doesn't it? I think it's wonderful that the Vikings even knew it had polarizing qualities, unless they just held everything up to the sun. Have a look at these drops. There is something very sort of mystical world about these, kind of a little bit Lord of the Ringsy. I don't know why. Maybe it's the colour. Misty morning. You know what I mean? Where you see all that mist and the sky and the greys, a little bit adore me. I think there's something very, very dramatic about this strand actually. And I'm thinking that you've got a lot of scope for design, whether you are just going to wrap these and treat them as individual pendants. And if you're shopping with a business brain, Mark, are they more likely to be individual gemstones, or are they more likely to go in one big wow piece?
I would separate them, I think.
You would?
Three pendants to get my money back, and then the earrings would be profit on top of that, I think. I don't have Iolite on my earring stand, so they're a perfect shape as well.
Ah, you need them.
Yes. I've got kyanite, but not Iolite.
Not Iolite.
No.
Now look at the. Can I just, if I may, Kerry, show everybody the intricate detailing added here. You're talking about Mother Nature on your Q&A, Mark, this morning, and this is a huge nod to how wonderful. I mean, just look at this, naturally formed in the ground for hundreds or thousands of years. Can you see this? It's almost got like pressed flowers or something inside. Don't you think? I mean, this isn't, you can't create this by the man-made hand, can you, Mark?
No, that's beautiful.
It's part of the glory of using genuine gemstones.
Similar to sort of helter-skelter quality to it, hasn't it? Spirals running through it.
But it's almost like a picturesque in. You've got clouds floating inside, you've got birds flying past. You look at gemstones like this, and I think you can see ever such a lot. I was looking at a gemstone the other day and seeing sharks and babies' faces in them, wasn't I?
Yes.
Were you with me then?
No, I saw it.
Did you see Sharky?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Though you can look at genuine gemstones and you can get lost in how fascinating they are. And I do think that's quite. It's almost like meditation for the soul, isn't it? Have a look.
Oh, it's nicely put.
Thanks, Mark. Sometimes I have a way. QIRU13, 160 carats. Now this should be coming to you at £14.95, which is a grand price tag indeed for what you've got. This is genuine Iolite with its inkwell blues, beautiful with striking greens, only until 9 o'clock tomorrow. This is your introductory price tag. The price will go back up by 9 AM in the morning. Right now, you're paying just £12.95. So please be quick and snap these up. A brand new strand, absolutely fabulous in colour, clarity, and in the inclusions that are in this gemstone. Don't ever think inclusions are always a bad thing, because they're not. Sometimes they're what make the gemstone stand out. If it weren't for inclusions, lapis lazuli wouldn't be as mesmerising as it is, would it? Absolute gorgeousness in a strand for a very small price tag. Now, I'm going to give to you your favourite gemstone. So labradorite was voted again the favourite gemstone, wasn't it? Were you watching that show, Marky? Were you on the show? You were on the show.
Yeah.
Now, what was second? Did you remember?
Amethyst was third.
Yeah.
Moonstone was fifth, I think.
Can't remember what was second. But labradorite was.
Yes.
What about aquamarine? Where was that?
That was fourth, and then Moonstone fifth. But I still can't remember what second. It might have been Amethyst actually.
Pearl was there somewhere.
Oh, Pearl was third. Yeah, Amethyst was second. So Amethyst was second.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
Look at this. Why do you think? I mean, look at that labradorescence. It strikes me every time as a lightning bolt.
Incredible.
Look at that. Wow. That's natural. Now, the more layers there are in labradorite, the more labradorescence. The more layers, the longer it's been in the ground for. Look at that. Do you know what I notice against our labradorite? And you do see this gemstone in a lot of jewellers now. Ours is so smooth. You see a lot of crackly labradorescence. You haven't have you been out there and looked at really?
I haven't seen labradorite in a jeweller's shop before.
Yeah, go and have a look.
Really?
Put in the search engine.
Oh, not high street shop though. I haven't seen it
No,
in
I
a high
mean big
street
designers.
Shop. Okay.
Big designers. I saw it in one of the thick glossies. I thought, very strong labradorescence, but it's crackly. So go and check it out for yourself. Go and see, you know, matter of opinion. That was my opinion. You've also got the faceted rondelles. Look at the labradorescence, called labradorite because where it was discovered in the state of Labrador in Canada. along with some cute puppies, but not at the same time. And then I'm going to give you black labradorite as well, just to add to that ethereal quality. I think there's something very moon on water about labradorite. Very, very striking, magical almost. I just think when you have a gemstone that naturally does this, why would you ever use something that was a fake gemstone? And I don't mean things that you've created yourself that takes, you know, sort of artistic talent. I just don't see the point in going and buying plastic. That's just, you know, look at what you've got here. It's wonderful, isn't it? Now, I always look at labradorite and I think, why does the world consider a diamond any more beautiful than this gemstone? I love diamonds, never get me wrong. I will gladly receive any amount of diamonds, but if we weren't materialistic and if we weren't governed by price tags and advertising, and you'd never seen, you were looking at jewellery, you were looking at gemstones with fresh eyes.
Oh, I see what you mean, yes.
Would you ever go, do you think you would favour labradorite over a diamond? Do you think you would maybe put them in the same category?
That's just tricky, isn't it?
But this is what we should ask ourselves sometimes. Because sometimes we are swayed by price tags and materialism and all this. Well, this is another debate for another day, I know, but just think about labradorite like that. Isn't it beautiful, like a fairy wing? Nothing else does what labradorite does, Claire. You're right, absolutely. Claire, my director, just in agreement with me there too. I mean, you can get fire and you can get clarity from other gemstones like you can with a diamond, but can you get labradorescence from any other gemstone that's not labradorite? I don't think so. YUG C82, the viewer's favourite. £14.95 for 3 strands, less than £5 per strand, for a gemstone that I personally think is just as beautiful as a diamond. Maybe you've got a different look. Maybe diamonds are more elegant and graceful and labradorite is more powerful and richer. I don't know. You let me know what your opinion is at £14.95. You have got a price tag to make your own mind up. But I don't think you'll get diamonds for that price tag. Not the quality that I'm showing you the labradorite at. Well, if you can, fair play. At 70 carats of labradorite, your graduated laser cut nuggets are 8x4 to 13x6 on a 24cm strand. Your black labradorite puffy ovals are 17x13, and your faceted rondelles are 6x4. Gorgeous to have you on board. Now, we're going to do a little recap.
We won an award in the ceremony, did you hear?
You won an award.
We did, you and me.
We did? No one told me. Oh. Where is my award? Where's my Grammy?
We won the Blue show.
Oh no, what did we do?
The show with the tattoos and piercings and things. It won Blooper of the Year.
It could have been that or the ends that are bell-shaped.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know what happened there.
So we've won a little cup between us. So I'll have it this. So I'll have it this week, and you can have it next week.
I love that. Blooper show of the year.
Yeah.
Brilliant. My long-standing record has been kept up. Now, did they show that show?
No.
Did they show a clip of it?
No.
Did they call it the Phoenix show?
No. It was called When Mark Exposed His Piercings to Jenny show.
I told someone about that and they went, don't lie. And I was like, I'm not lying, I'm telling the truth, he is pierced. Let's not go there, come on, let's concentrate because I could be going on all day. Now have a look at your early bird today. Still a few of these available, not loads. Now Mark chose our early bird today. We allow him that power here at Jewellery Maker. Talk to me, Marky, about why.
Well, as I said the first thing this morning, I walked past it 2 or 3 times and thought how beautiful they looked, and didn't realise that they were carved until you get quite close. And it's how raised they are above the middle of the gemstone. It's just beautiful, absolutely stunning. And those colours as well. And I like the fact that you've got at least 2 of each colour. So if you wanted to go down the earring route, you've got all those matching pairs.
Cufflinks?
Cufflinks, perfect.
I like more feminine cufflinks because I think men actually are a lot more feminine in their cufflinks than any other.
Metrosexual, we like to be called.
Oh, is that what we say? Sorry.
Yeah.
Have I got a metrosexual boyfriend then? I think I have.
Very.
Oh, he's very metro. Okay, Mark.
He moisturises.
Yeah, he does. He's got better moisturiser than me.
Yeah, he's metrosexual.
And he man tans. I'm going to stop now because he's probably watching and he's going to be going mad.
All right.
Have a look. Have a look. Now these are hand carved. They're only £9.95. CAGP41. How many did I count? Claire, can you remember? Because you always can. She's forgotten today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 on the strand. I was going to say 13. There's 14 at $9.95. Claire normally remembers. But there's 14 on here. So a ring, how much would we charge for a ring, let's ask? If you're using 1.5 wire, very easy make indeed. I wonder if you could use this for a centre of soutache. I wonder what Linda would say. I love, do you know, soutache, so competitive. Have you seen all the competitions out there?
Yes, yeah.
It's crazy. It's worse than beauty pageants, the soutache.
The ladies on the workshop yesterday said that every time you say stitch the ditch, it makes them laugh.
Stitch the ditch.
Yes.
And wax Y-cone. I know. Where's my Stitch the Ditch t-shirt? As soon as that wax Y-cone is in stock, I'm wearing that t-shirt and I'm not taking it off. Now, I did threaten to wear it to bed the other day. Just a hilarious wax Y-cone t-shirt. Martha's new. What do you think a wax Y-cone is? It's not a disease. It sounds like an exotic bird. A wax Y-cone.
Wax Y-cone.
Okay, that's nicer sounding, because I thought you had to go to the doctors if you had a wax Y-cone. But it is in fact a wonderful, wonderful tool created by Gary Wagstaff that creates a perfect wirework cone. So he called it the wax Y-cone. Yeah, it's wonderful. Have a look. I'm on Team Wag. Have a look at these. Now, we've very, very limited quantities of these, as you can imagine, because so many of you were multi-buying. They're only $6.95. How many was on here, Claire? That might have been your 12. I don't know. Where are you today with your brilliant photographic memory? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No. 13, 14, 15, 16. She's not on the ball today with her numbers. Oh, bless your heart. She said next time, next time. All right, I got hiccups now. Have a look. You have got all of these for just $6.95. Now, Mark and I both agreed that price tag was absolutely crazy.
Still stunned by that.
Well, the thing is, tomorrow they might do rounds of a fraction of the size for the same price tag, and you'll be like, you know what? Don't think this is the normal price tag. It shouldn't be. Just the same, Dion, you, Manchetta, as this gorgeous strand, which is very, very close to a sellout. How many of these have we got left? We can't have many of these left. They're absolutely hordes. Have a look with your sapphire, which has sold out. Oh, Mark.
Sapphire's gone?
Oh, it's gone.
Has it?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
But look at these together. I love that. I'm reading The Red Queen at the moment. So I'm very into all of the Tudor stuff. That's very good. Have a look at the colour that we're seeing from this strand. That's what really struck me, and it was only $14.95. $14.95. Now, in my opinion, this was supposed to go to £27, but Dion never regards my opinion, ever. Right, I mean, it's real blue. I mean, you go and research this gemstone on a search engine and see what you can create. I love it when I get strands where I can create something that looks really expensive. You know my Janelle findings that I had to do that necklace that I saw on Devil Wears Prada. Brilliant. Oh, yes. I was never going to spend £3,000 on a necklace, ever, ever. But I was going to create my own. So if you want that kind of an opportunity, you've seen that piece of jewellery with striking colour. Here it is now, £14.95. Now please get involved with our campaign to build new schools. Honestly, please, we saw Scott yesterday cycling away. We've got a little shot of Scott. Let's have a shot of Scott, who spent most of his time on his phone. Oh, look, he's actually, no, he's reaching for the phone. He's like, yeah, now I'm bored. There's our Scotty. That was yesterday. It was live yesterday. Basically, we're trying to raise money. We're up to one school already. We're going to give you. We're up to 2. We want to get 5. I think it's 1 on the email this morning. We've got 1 school. Now we really desperately do need your help. Just the smallest of donation. I'm going to give you the information on how to do that right now.
As we're giving you great savings in our January clearance, why not pass that saving on by adding a small donation to a charitable cause? Collectively, the Genuine Gemstone Company are cycling 24 hours a day for 31 days, equalling the distance from our studios in Redditch, England, to Arusha in Tanzania, all on an exercise bike situated in our Gemstone Museum. For every £20,000 we raise, the Colourful Life Foundation will be able to build a school in the Arusha district. So this is your chance to give back to a community that provides us with so many beautiful gemstones, and hopefully help us break a Guinness World Record in the process. 100% of every donation goes to the cause, so call our friendly help team to add a donation to your order today.
It is easy to donate to the charity cycle ride. Donate now by calling the contact centre or by clicking the donate option on our website. And thank you.
Are you looking to create bespoke bridal jewellery? Then come and join guest designer Sheila on our bridal workshop. Sheila will guide you through how to design stunning accessories, including techniques using headbands, hair combs and tiaras. The full course includes a selection of hair combs and headbands, a selection of findings and wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a trip to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $69.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655.
Welcome back, you're watching Jewellery Maker. I'm Jenny Cleary and joined of course by the uber talented Sir Mark Smith. Now we are ready to rock and roll with Mark's third kit of the day, and it's called My Fair Maiden. Oh, that's My Fair Lady, isn't it? I've got it wrong. Now, I love the colours of this kit, Mark, because they are very soft. They are very pastel. Have a look. You're going to like this one a lot. You're creating feminine pieces. Do you know, I think we've had something for absolutely everyone today. We've had the rich and the powerful with the first kit and the sweetie style bracelet and all of the other pieces that Mark made. We have had the bridal kit and now we've got the summer softs. Here's one to make an anklet out of. Remember the days when we wear flip-flops? Summer, I think they call it. Well, they are coming, and you are creating summer jewellery now. Most of you have finished your Valentine's pieces already, because Valentine's is only the 14th of February. 14th or 16th of February? 14th. 14th of February, so there's not much time. Of course, we're selling that now. At the tail end of February, most of you are doing your spring fairs, where we are in fact selling a lot of summer pieces. And so get those spring, summer gemstones in your collection. The colours are soft and graceful. And they're very, do you know what? They're very blossom tree, aren't they, together? Now, Mark, you put these together yourself.
No, this had nothing to do with me, this kit.
Oh, you
nothing
didn't?
At all.
Who did this one
was
then?
all Becky's work.
Oh, it's got the girly touch from Becky. Becky's feeling all feminine. Now, let me show. Becky works upstairs and puts our kits together. Normally with the help of the designers. Sometimes she's got a free rein and I like that. She's such a sweetheart. Now, I've got Moonstone for you. Moonstone is a gemstone that the Elvish wear in Lord of the Rings. And it has got that magical quality. You know how obsessed I am with films like that. Have a look at this mystical property. You can see that, can't you? Oh, Moonstone. It's said to be a sign of fertility, so do be careful, girls. That's what's happened to Carol and Fee, you see. They're dropping like flies. Now, you have got this beauty, this iridescence. You have got that shimmer that only Moonstone gives to you, and I love it. And this is in the classic Moonstone white. It's very bridal. And then you have got beautiful rose quartz. Actually, is that kunzite? It's really, no, it is rose quartz. Did you second guess yourself on that? for being kunzite.
Yeah, I thought it was kunzite or morganite, something like that. It's very, very deep pink.
I had this yesterday. Such beautiful quality coming through. And then you've got the classics in amethyst. Now, Mark, I think that actually Becky put this kit together knowing you were going to have it because the chips and nuggets suit your style. And of course, then what she's done is thought about you entirely and put some satin cord in there in those ballet pump colours. Definitely, it's making me think of Angelina Ballerina. Other small ballerina mice might or might not be available. Now you've got that lovely colour. It's so pretty, isn't it? Isn't it pretty? Then I'm going to give you ribbon. So if you do Kumahimo, this is a great one for you because you've got opportunities for ribbon Kumahimo or for plaiting, and you've got it in the fuchsia, in the purple, in the pink. Now I like what Rebecca's done here because your beading material, let's just pop that out of the way, you have got your rose pink beading thread. That's one of my personal favourites. You've got your pink elastic and you've got your monofilament, of course. You're going to get a solid sterling silver findings with this kit, 43 of them. Indeed, CWGC09. You have got your chain, your beautiful heart chain, all the regulars. You've got your eye pins and your head pins, 2 pairs of shepherdy hooks. You've got your toggle clasp. You've got your lobster claw clasp. You've got your crimp beads, your crimp bead covers, and your 3 open jump rings. You've got your silver balls in there as well. Now this kit should be $29.70. Don't forget, you've got the birth gemstones in the amethyst, and you've got those different tones in the amethyst, the really rich, deep, dark amethyst, beautiful rose quartz, and moonstone, June's birthstone as well. Now we're going to go lower than we have on any other kit, and you've got loads of elements here at just $17.95. Don't forget the sterling silver findings to buy separately on their own at $12.95. So everything else is coming to you for just £5. You have got the 2 reels of your thread, of your beading thread, which is your satin cord. It's not beading thread. I always do that. I'm just looking to see exactly how much of it you get. Where is it? You get 5.4 yards of all of the ribbons. Oh, the satin cord, 5 meters. Oh, sorry, and 5 meters of the ribbon as well, which in yards is 5.4 yards. I always put my sat nav to Australian, so it goes, at the rotary, go 4 yards, and then turn left. I love it. $17.95, the fair maiden kit. You think I'm mad. Now, you've got yours on iris. I do like to change. I
didn't know you could change that.
Yes, you must change it. It's brilliant.
Oh.
There's so many amazing voices on there.
Oh, I didn't
especially
know that.
The Australian. I didn't know that they called roundabouts rotaries.
Rotaries.
They do on the sat nav. Now Martha's just come from Australia. I don't know what part of Australia she came. I don't think she ever went over a rotary. I don't think you did. You never went over a rotary. Now, Mark, chips and nuggets, you've got to have been.
Oh dear.
Come on, Mark, keep it together. Now tell me, you must have loved this kit. Keep it together, Mark. Come on.
Okay, no silly voices.
All right,
okay.
I'll try. Now, oh, I like that. That's nice, like little butterflies. Talk to me about why you love this kit.
Amethyst again. It's got rose quartz in it. It's got satin cord, which I love. I don't know, but I'm not keen on ribbon. Maybe it's a man thing.
Oh, I love it for Kumahimo though.
Yeah, I never seem to use the ribbon. No, so I've got a bit of a stash at home of all these ribbons. My mum uses it.
I use it all the time
for
things,
Kumahimo,
and for silly things like sweetie jars that I want to put ribbon round, or things like that, because the kids use ribbon all the time.
Absolutely. So I thought you were talking about sort of Lord of the Rings and ethereal, King Arthur's court. And I think that necklace sums it up quite. That's quite a sort of a Tudor medieval look to it, doesn't it?
I love all those books. I'm a big Philippa Gregory fan. Have a look at that.
And that's really simple. And all of the holes.
Yes, it is. It's like a Tudor collar.
Absolutely. And all of the holes in the chips will take at least 2 strands of the beading thread. So hence I've been able to do this technique.
Don't you just love that rose beading thread? What are they calling it? Steel rose or something?
Salmony pink colour.
Lovely. And can I show everybody your technique of macrame here? So neat. Let's get that. That's one of Marky's. There we go. Get off you.
And all of those, it's just the half hitch knot, 2 long lengths, so you don't need any findings. You can just tie it around the back with a nice bow.
Oh yes. Can I show you that? Is that okay? There we go. Our bust needs a clean, doesn't it? Sorry about that. Have a look at that. Now, look down here at the earrings. Sorry, Kerry, I just put my hand right in front of you then. I am sorry. Now, at this price tag, £17.95 is our lowest price kit. It really is a wonderful price tag, Mark. I mean, if you're shopping at home today and you're looking for excellent value, what do you say to everybody about this kit?
Well, the pink necklace, the pink and purple necklace, I mean, if that was on my stall, that would be £25. So already that's...
You've hit the ground running with this kit then?
Away. Absolutely.
Oh, perfect.
And that hasn't got any of the... I think it's got 2 crimp beads on. Or maybe not even got any crimp beads on actually.
Crimp bead cover you've got over here. Yeah. So
I've just used 2 of those, and as you said, the findings pack is well over £12,
Gosh,
isn't it? Just for that alone. So
you didn't use loads of silver either here. You've still got the heart chain.
I've used a bit of the chain for the bottom of the earrings.
Yeah, I see now.
Add a bit of tassel.
Now you've done groups of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the bracelet and rosary link 6. When I talk about rosary linking, I think. I'm very one-minded with that because I always, well, maybe 2 gemstones or 1, but actually...
You can do as many as you like.
Gosh, how much time do you save by putting them in a great big group? And you don't waste as much silver if you're using eye pins.
Absolutely.
And have a look at this macrame bracelet. That's striking. And Mark's macrame, second to none. Look at that. Look how neat you are. Now, what are you going to show us today, sir?
A variation of this bracelet.
A variation?
Of it.
Oh, you're saucing it up a bit.
Yes, absolutely. So, what I've got a piece of beading thread.
Yeah.
Just probably the length of the small macrame board, 6 inches top and bottom, so approximately 4 foot long, doubled over.
Okay.
And then 2 pieces of the satin cord. What I did at home, you get 2 separate pieces in your little bundle, so I've just used the 2 separate pieces.
Okay.
So there's masses left over, and all I've done is I've gathered all the pieces at the top, and I've made a little loop at the top.
Okay.
And I've used a separate piece of the wax cord just as a holder to attach it to the board. And it's very simply, I've got my 2 outer working, like so, and then I've got my 2 pieces of beading thread, which are only in there to anchor the gemstones to, because the drill holes won't take the satin cord. That's the only reason I've used the beading thread. But because the satin cord is such good quality, you can't see the beading thread, so it hides it. Okay. So what we do is we take 2 of our beads. I've done a couple of square knots at the top, and then you'll see what the technique is taken. And what I've done is I've gone through and I've taken the smaller of the beads and used the larger ones in the rose quartz necklace. So you can't colour grade, but I've managed to size grade them.
Oh, well done.
So we put 1 on that piece of thread, and then 1 on the other. Let's choose another small one.
And this is what makes it sort of butterfly out, if you like.
Yes, absolutely. So put another small one on there, like so. And then all you do is you take the left 2 and do a square knot. Okay. And what this does, if we do that and pop it underneath, and it's just a simple square knot, and it attaches itself to the back, which is why you can't see the beading from the front. And this is a variation. On this one, I've used 6 pieces of the satin, but I thought I'd make it a bit different on the demo. And then we do the same on the left-hand side. But difference being, I've started on the left-hand side, I do the left-hand side of the square knot first. Okay. On the right-hand side, I'm doing the right-hand side of the knot first. That's the only difference. So again, we tie a square knot. And when I flip it over, you'll see how different it is from the other piece. So again, we tie half a square knot at the back, and then we do the second half. So you do that all the way down until you get to your length of your necklace that you require. Once you've threaded on the 2 beads, you drop the middle 2 lazy cords down the centre, and you just do a quick square knot in the middle just to even everything out. 1 in there, and you see it forms little groups on the back. Put that through. You don't want to get those beading threads tangled up. Okay, so then you would attach 2 beads to your beading thread, either side pair, you do the square knot. And then when you get down to the bottom, if you flip it over, again you get that butterfly look.
Oh, perfect. I
mean, if I was at home, I would choose the equal size beads.
No, because actually, if you put the 2 large at the top and the smaller, it looks more like a butterfly.
Yeah, so you get that So
it's a perfect butterfly. Oh, I love that.
So something a bit different. And as I said, you can't see the beading thread at all in there, can you?
No.
So it's
not that I think that beading thread is a bad thing, because I really enjoy that colour.
It's a nice colour.
It is lovely.
And then all I've done is, when I've got to the bottom, is I just grab all of the threads and tie.
Oh, you've just tied a classic knot.
So just a single knot and then double over. So do it twice.
It's a button loop, right?
Button loop, yeah. So do a nice double loop, and then that will, as you've got on here, and then I've just made a long piece of macrame just to make the bracelet a bit longer. Add a bit of bead, because you don't want all the beads on the underside of the wrist, because you'll be bashing it all the time.
Yeah, well indeed, actually, doesn't need to stretch all the way over. Just comfort is key, isn't it?
And always, when I do the button knot, I always leave little tails, because that aids you to pull the tails through the whole of your loop.
Because otherwise you're...
That's right.
Yes, grasping at it.
Yes.
Oh, just the greatest value, the lowest price kit of the day so far. You have got 2 birth gemstones in there. You have got the extra satin cord and the ribbon at just £17.95. So make sure you're snapping it up fast. We can see reams of you above my head. Our names, and names, and names, and names. It's great to have your company here today. We are approaching limited quantity on this kit, so do act fast. Now, it's time for the last time today to go to one of our favourite sections of the show, the Wall of Fame.
I can't do accents.
We're just looking at the colour of the, and I went, oh, these are nice, but they've got a bit of clarity to them. Are they Mukai? I'm not sure.
Know, might not be.
Really pretty, and we do love a drop earring so much. Number 148 is from Heather Blackmore, who writes, please find attached my photo of some earrings I've made. All semi-precious stones from Jewellery Maker. Oh, she tells us what they are. They're agate.
Where are they?
Agate, white quartzite and agate. Gosh. So these are beautiful like drops. Yeah, I love that colour. Really berry colour. It's yummy looking, isn't it? Aren't they gorgeous? Number 148. Thank you so much, Heather. You are in the draw.
Another beautiful piece of wire work here. I love these rosary links.
Oh, I love a rosary link.
Okay, this is number 149, and this is from Jeannie.
Who's used Brian's email. See, let's cross her up as well.
You're not supposed to. And Jeannie says, hi Jewellery Maker, happy 2014 to all the team. Attached is my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. The necklace and pendant are made from natural carnelian sandstone, smoky quartz, antique bronze and copper wire, and the centre is a pendant filled with carnelian stones from a deluxe tube. Best wishes to all of you in the studio, and that's from Jeannie. Beautiful.
Oh, Jeannie.
Like the little drops at the bottom.
I love that. You're very talented. Very talented. Now, have a look at this Kumihimo with the ends we were talking about earlier. They are perfect for Kumihimo, and I love the stone, and it's blended so well with the Kumihimo cord. That's so clever. 151 is from Sarah in beautiful bright and sunny Eastbourne. It's probably not so bright and sunny today, but it's gorgeous there. Attaches my entry to the Wall of Fame. This is my 3rd entry and is a simple amethyst and quartz faceted rice bead pendant using silver wire on a handmade Kumihimo braid. You're really good at Kumihimo. Good luck to everyone. Regards from Sarah. Sarah, enjoy Eastbourne today. You're number 151. Thank you. You're really talented at Kumihimo.
This is wire twister, isn't it?
You've got to get that tool.
Okay.
I bet Sheila's got about 20 of them. She's obsessed.
Okay.
She might lend you one.
She might lend me one.
Yeah, she might.
My last one for today is number 150, and this is from Sue in Bedford.
You had a lady from Bedford in yesterday, didn't you?
I did, yes. Dear Jewellery Maker, this is my entry for the week's Wall of Fame, made from Tigers Eye, gold wire and findings, all from JM. This is my first attempt at using the wire twister tool and wire work. A modest start, but the fabulous designs regularly seen on the show inspired me to have a go. The wire twister is really easy to use, and I'm looking forward to having a go at something a bit more ambitious next time. Happy New Year to everyone at Jewellery Maker, and that's from Susan Connington in Bedford.
Aww.
Beautiful.
Gosh, look at this, Mark.
That's rather special.
Rather. Look at this.
Oh, look at this. The way the whole page is designed.
Look at that. Look at that. Is that a box weaver or Byzantine?
Byzantine design. How do you say it? Byzantine?
I'd probably say it wrong. Potato, patata. Okay. Look at this. I want you to get really stunning, and I love the photography. Look, if you get right in, you'll see how neat. Look at, just made purely out of jump rings. Unbelievable. And look at this. God, I love the way you've done this. I think it's wonderful. It looks like a husband and wife team, Sarah and Craig Wilkinson. I love this. I think you're uber talented. Sarah Wilkinson in Northwich in Cheshire writes, I think this is my 4th Wall of Fame entry. My first one for 2014. This time it was a joint effort between my husband and myself. How wonderful to share a hobby like jewellery making. How wonderful. In the last minute madness of making presents for Christmas, I was running out of time fast, so my husband offered to help. He's getting rather good with his chainmail skills, so he did the Byzantine bracelet on this piece. Come on, he's amazing. Don't let him do any more. And I just did the dangles on the earrings. All is from Jewellery Maker. We both love the black rutile quartz. I do too. He is hoping for a win, as I think my husband is becoming addicted to chainmail. I think he might be too. Hey, there's worse things. He could be down the pub. And to think, he couldn't do it until he watched Debbie Bolford's DVD. He watched Debbie. She's such a wonderful lady. She taught you.
No, she should get an MBE.
She should get a jewellery maker. Yes, she should. Yeah. I love that lady. I love her. She's a lady of many, many talents. Number 152, Sarah and Craig Wilkinson. Well, big kiss to both of you because you're amazing. Keep up the good work, Craig. Now, are we going to go for? Are we going to go for an about? We're about turning, sir. Are you ready?
Okay. I'm not trotting though.
I won't. We'll just walk in a very lady, stately. How do you walk stately?
Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, hang on. How do I do that, darling?
That's it.
I should have an umbrella.
You should. Yes.
Goodbye.
Perfect.
Goodbye. Farewell.
Farewell.
Come with, darlings. Come with. I nearly tripped over the tote bag that I've hidden under there. Now, I was almost dancing with myself there. I didn't know what was going on. Now, let's do your yellow quartz, yellow quartz, yellow quartz. Now, this is called yellow quartz, Hannah Roxby said, because it has been treated to be this colour, whereas citrine is naturally this colour. To me, this is very close to citrine, and I actually had to get Dion to ring Hannah because I thought it was citrine, and I see citrine probably every day. I love it. I love it. Citrine is said to be the gemstone of happiness, isn't it? That's why I love it. And it just reminds me, of course, of that. I think that's the look, isn't it? The clarity on this strand is wonderful. Now, if you bought, oh, it's gone. If you bought the topaz, together they are glorious. The sun is shining through these gemstones, isn't it? Just look at the way they sparkle and twinkle. What an amazing colour. And you can see the beading thread straight through these. Can you imagine how hard it is to facet these wonderfully delicate gemstones? And each one has so many facets around the edging, and they're drill holed as well. Just drill holing these. I mean, you'd have to have the steadiest hand in the world. Lapidary is, of course, not something you just learn overnight. It's a trade passed down from father to son traditionally. Now look at that. Now I do have a sunstone strand that's going to go with this so well. Just think of that Mexican sunset. Scorching hot, isn't it? Now, I think you can do so much with yellow because it is your splash of sunshine. You can put it in any piece, and I think it's golden at Christmas time, isn't it? In the springtime next to peridot, oh, it's perfect. It just reminds you of the perfect spring piece of jewellery. In the summertime, let's think about putting it next to the blue topaz I just gave you and make that tropical seas kind of look. Put it next to rose quartz and get a glorious combination of gemstones that are just made to be together. I don't think there's a lot yellow doesn't go with. Let's imagine that I've got smoky quartz put next to this, because I think you can keep this, you can go down that really classy, really classic route, or you can go down that bright, happy and sunny route. It's up to you. It's totally and utterly down to you. 35 carats of yellow quartz faceted rondelles. They're 4x3. Use your debit card, use your credit card, whatever you do. Act fast. 0800 644 655, because these are going to a brilliant price tag. If these were citrine, if they were citrine, I'd be asking you for a lot more than the small price tag of just £10.95 that I am asking you for, with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Mark, wouldn't these be perfect in a fascinating tiara? I'm sure you're going to tell me you want to make earrings out of them.
Well, I'm just thinking what I would put them with. I mean, we've got that the amethyst that we had earlier, the barrels.
I've had it stolen.
Just put a couple in between each of the barrels, maybe. The sky blue topaz we had.
Well, it's made to go with the sky blue topaz, isn't it? Oh, just look, and actually, don't you think it changes the look?
Completely, completely.
Because you could put this with smoky quartz and it's very elegant. It's very sort of bumblebee qualities to it next to the...
Quartz, yes.
Oh, smoky quartz in yellow always reminds me of furry bumblebees, you know, the big... I love that. Or black, of course, can do the same thing. But smoky quartz is a little bit less harsh than black, because I think sometimes a furry, not pharaoh. Have a look. No, thank you, my darling. Have a look. I mean, that's what reminds me of tropical waters. Yeah. We could be somewhere like Hawaii right now, couldn't we? We could be in the Dominican Republic right now, and other tropical places are available. I mean, it just brightens you up, doesn't it? And do you know what? Twist them together. The thing is, if you get a gemstone strand for just $10.95 that is the same sort of shape and size as these topaz, and you want your topaz to go further, then do that. Just use, for every one topaz, use 3 of the yellow quartz, and you really stretch it out. OMG is the item. Oh no, it's QMG. QMG P76. QMG, 35 carats of beautiful sunny yellow quartz at just £10.95. Now, let's give to you Sunstone. Have a look at this. Sunstone. If you love moonstone, there are very similar properties to sunstone. The only major difference between sunstone and moonstone is the element of copper. Copper inclusions within sunstone are what make it sparkle. It fizzes up like a peach Bellini. Absolutely delicious looking. Mark, do you love them?
What's a peach Bellini? Never mind,
Mark. Never mind. What's a peach Bellini? I've got so much to teach you.
Well, we had Bellinis at Christmas, and they're little. No,
that's a different one.
That's a different one.
That's an eating one. Yeah, the little salmony things with the spongy.
And dill and things. Yes.
Yeah. No, not one of them. It's a drink. Yummy, yummy drink. That you must. I'll get you one. You can buy them in as. It's much nicer than what you've just said. Yes, Ben. A pint of stout. 75 carats. Of sunstone. Now, Mark, what would you do with these drops?
Gosh, I would use copper-coloured wire.
Yeah.
0.4 mil, and I'll do briolet drops. And I might do a bit more of that tiara twist. I've got this vision in my head of this sort of vine, similar technique that we did in that kit, but using those would just be stunning.
And it doesn't matter what colour hair you've got, does it?
With that yellow quartz thrown in with it as well, I think would be beautiful.
I love the nude tones of this, and in the summertime, these nude tones go really well with aquamarine. We haven't had much aquamarine last week, have we? I just really, really pretty together. Now, very, very feminine. That sparkle of copper just adds to the little fireworks that seem to go off when the light hits these gemstones, caused by the inclusions of copper. Get yourself on the phone, as it is truly wonderful to have you gorgeous jewellery makers with us today. EKR U75, 75 carats of sunstone. Now, these are on the graduation between 6x3 to 15x8, and I'm talking to you about a 32 centimetre strand of gorgeousness. We should be giving you these, and don't forget, these are brand new at only $8.95. This is sunstone. Don't you love the sound of sunstone, Mark? Just you said to your sunstone, it warms you. I love it. I think if you tell your customers,
aquamarine does that for me as well. Aquamarine.
Yeah, it's lovely. Nice. I think they sound great. Do you know what this reminds me of? Indiana Jones, the one where he gets that big stone that glows in his pocket. It's this magic again. Yes. It's magic. Yeah. There I go again with Harrison Ford. Now, well, anything that makes me think of Harrison Ford is good. We are not staying at £8.95, which is already, Mark, a wonderful gemstone indeed. You need to multi-buy. I know a certain lady in Hertfordshire whose name I won't shout out too often because I think her husband may take away her credit card or debit card. 75 carats coming to you at a lunacy of a price tag of just £5 at 95 pence. Oh You know what to do if you've already got an open basket. Pop this one in. It's great to see all your names popping up on my screen. I've got absolutely stacks of you there. Don't forget you can shop online, but you've got to check out baskets. All the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Patricia, Nicolette, who's a very regular jewellery maker. Hello to you. Nesta, you're there as well. Loads of brand new jewellery makers. Christine, you're there. Sandra's bought 2 of these in Cambridgeshire. Lucky enough to live in Cambridgeshire. Mary in Buckinghamshire, you're there as well. Great to have you. Jennifer in Surrey and Sasha in Stratford and Sandra in Surrey as well. Loads of you reaming through. Please don't forget to multi-buy. This is a great multi-buying opportunity at just £5.95 with your money back guarantee. If you've never used sunstone, I always think if you tell someone it's sunstone, they sort of regard it more like moonstone. I think it sounds nice, doesn't it? And it's warming like the sun. I always think you've got that lovely sunset look. Sandra, you're there. Gail, you're there. We've got 2 Sandras, one in Surrey and one in Greater Manchester. Marlene in Sussex has joined us. Hello, hello to you. Wow, loads of you there. Absolutely stacks. Julie, hello to you. Janice, hello to you. Goodness me, make sure you're hitting your #1 button as you're coming through on those phone lines. I don't want anyone missing out on that deal. EKRU75, I need to encourage you to check out baskets now. Beryl in Wiltshire, good morning. Linda in Hertfordshire. There she goes again. How many do you think, Cass, Linda in Hertfordshire's bought of this?
6.
Nearly. Not quite 6, 5. 5. Now, Linda, just calm down. She'll be like, well, okay, I'll get 6. Hang on. You be on the phone lines for this one. Linda in Hertfordshire. You wait till I get home. I probably. Marion in Sussex has bought 2 of these. Shona in Inverclyde is multi-buying today a lot as well. 2. Why is it £8.95? Because you price slash. Oh, somebody's asking why is it £8.95? If you buy on the web though, you won't. Right. Okay. It was £8.95 on the website. The price has just been changed because that was the original price set out for these. They're £5.95 now. No matter where you buy them, don't worry. We don't actually debit your card until the goods are shipped out of the building, so don't worry about that. Rebecca, hello to you. 2 Sylvias, one in Merseyside, one in Cumbria. I think they're in cahoots with each other. Who else is multi-buying? Absolutely loads. Kate in Gwynedd, you're back for more, taking advantage of that 1PMP. Jasmine in Gwent, hello to you. Goodness me, at £5.95 to get sunstone. By the way, these are top drilled. They make wonderful flowers. Kathleen in Berkshire's multi-buying as well. Jacqueline in Derbyshire is multi-buying. Somebody send Linda a multi-buyer's badge, please. She's definitely the multi-buyer of the year so far, I reckon. Let us know what you're doing with these. Sorry, I must stop shouting her name out in case she's in trouble. She's probably muted me, most people do. £5.95 now. I'm going to give you another kit. But Mark has not had this kit. It's a bundle, sorry. Oh, it looks like a kit though, but it hasn't got findings. Now, oh, Mark, red wire, important for Valentine's Day.
Gosh, haven't seen that for a long time.
Have we had red wire in ages? Weren't you looking for red wire for Valentine's Day the other day?
Yeah. Which
it must have been Becky. Aren't they great together? Wouldn't these be lovely on the twister?
Perfect.
It's nice, isn't it?
What width are they?
They're 0.4.
Perfect.
And 0.6.
Oh. 2 best gauges, I think.
Well, I think this looks kind of pinker when it's next to the turquoise. Take that away and it's gone red again. Isn't it funny when you put things next to other? I like this bundle a lot. All blues and reds. Oh, I like this. Have a look. You have got 3 glory. Now, I've got to say, I love this agate. Similar probably to the agate drops that we saw on the Wall of Fame. Really deep colour. It's very berry red, isn't it? I really like this. And then look, you've got satin cord. Look at that blue. Isn't that glorious? And you've got some beading thread in there as well. Now, you have to have these, Mark, for Valentine's, these bags. You've got the red organza gift bags. Packaging jewellery is really important if you're selling it on, isn't it, Mark?
And it's bizarre, I don't have a craft fair until middle of March. So all of my Valentine's is really awful actually. And it might be a good little tip out there for people making Valentine's jewellery is email a few pictures of some Valentine pieces to all the men on your email.
Good idea.
Yep. That's what I did. That's what I did last year, and it was really successful. Just email all the men with a couple of pictures of the jewellery with your telephone number.
I like the way he went.
It works. It works.
Email all the men in your email list
in your address book. Yep, with pictures and a telephone number.
You're literally saying, look, here you go, sorted, and they've gone, brilliant, thanks. Can you package it for me?
Absolutely.
Did you wrap it up?
Yeah, all done.
Love that.
It gets a bit suspicious when men knock on your door at 9 o'clock at night on their way home from the office to pick up their packages. That's a bit interesting.
We can fruit over that. You could send it. You could send it in the post.
Well, you can't, because the wives or girlfriends might get it, you see. So it's all a bit cloak and dagger, but Valentine's Day isn't it?
Cloak and dagger, I love.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Valentine's Day a lot.
But that's a good tip. Email all the chaps on your address book.
Good idea. We're loving that he's full of good ideas, this one. Waxed cord and red ribbon. This is definitely one for Valentine's Day. And you're also getting the cord ends. Are they sterling silver or silver plated? I think they're the silver plate on copper. They're silver plate on copper. I can tell. My spidery sense, my silvery senses. So I'm giving you all 3 of the gemstone strands. I'm giving you 20 meters of the wire in total. Let's check out the wire. You got those 2 gorgeous colors. You've got the royal blue satin cord and the bright red ribbon and the bright red waxed cord. All of this for a fraction of the price tag you should be paying. VHGC23 is your item code. A definite Valentine's bundle for you. At just £14.95. You've got to get this quick because we haven't had red wire in stock for a long time. I know Mark was looking for red wire for some Valentine's pieces. Wonderful if you've already got an open basket to pop these in. Incredible value for money. You have got 10 organza gift bags, red organza gift bags. You know, even if you're not selling jewellery, when you give a gift, it feels like it's worth so much more when it's packaged properly. It's the difference between handing somebody something in a plastic bag or handing them something that's all packaged. I think half of it is in the way you present, isn't it? In every way, in a cake, in dinner, in dresses. I mean, it's all about the initial appearance. At £14.95, you've got the opportunity to create that wonderful first impression. The shades of red collection, use your debit cards or your credit cards. Now I'm going to give you a few more cheeky deals before we go over to Marky McBarks. You've got a couple of minutes, Mark.
Okay.
All right. Now, let's pop that. I love that wire. And don't forget to stay tuned at 1 o'clock. We have got Vicky Carr again up for with who's she with, that lovely lady Carr? Anne. Right, now what number are we at? Was that lady Carr in the background then? Or not? Have a look. Oh, it's Lady PB. Have a look. Have a look at what you've got. Now, don't leave. Now, I had to double check. I have got Mark's Sweetie bracelet on here. I had to double check whether these were freshwater pearls or not. But they're not. Now, they really look so like freshwater pearls, don't they? They're not faux pearls, don't get me wrong, because shell pearl, like I explained to you earlier, it's actually made up out of reconstituted pearls pressed together. Perhaps they were they couldn't be drill holed, or for whatever reason they couldn't be made into a bead. But you always get the perfect round with shell pearl. Now you have got to have these. Now, Mark, you chose these for your bridal kit in this colour, not these exact ones, because they were a different size. Aren't these beautiful?
I love shell pearl. I absolutely love them.
Me too.
I absolutely love them.
Well, you're a man of neat and tidiness, so I can see exactly why you love a shell pearl. You know you've got a perfect round, and with shell pearl, you know you get the pearlescence. So you've got 3 wonderful strands here of uniform, and we both love the classic look of pearl.
Just a simple drop. The large round at the bottom, with the darker red on the inside, with the smaller one on the top. Perfect, simple, elegant. I mean, how many pairs of earrings on that?
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
It's going to be definitely an earring opportunity for Mark. I'm thinking tiaras and fascinators. Did you love Mark's twisted, plaited wire work bangle yesterday? If you did, then this one's for you. PHG C18. Now we're going to give you all 3 strands and they're going under £10, so you need to act sharp. 0800 644 655, all the W's.jewellerymaker.com. At just £8.95. That's less than £3, just a little bit less than £3 per strand. Incredible value. Now you can afford to experiment with shell pearls. Now you can afford to think, right, oh, by the way, these have got a larger drill hole than a traditional pearl. So you can do things like macrame, you can put wire through them at a larger gauge. You can weave with these. I'm thinking bead looming would be great with these too. Thinking about, what about a goddess bracelet, but alternating the colours. There's so much you can do with this trio of pearls. This isn't in the bundle. This is Mark's Sweetie bracelet. I can't get it off. Loads of you there taking advantage. Just so happens that I can't. I don't want to take it off. There are so many of you taking advantage of the 1P&P, and thank you so much for multi-buying. It's a great idea. Barbara and Margaret and Pamela and Wendy. You got Maureen there, Marilyn, Winifred, Vivian's back for more, Joan and Christine, Ruth and Julie. Julie, you're multi-buying today a lot. Dorothy, you're there. Jackie and Helen and Liz and Charlene and Antoinette's back for more. Karen's back for more. Alison in Dunbar's back for more. Sue and Kay and Patricia. There are literally lots of you. Yasandra has bought 2 of these again. Well done to you. Certainly a day for multi-buying today, absolutely. At just £8.95, you've got yourself an absolute treat. Now, my darling jewellery makers, we are going to go over and see how Mark's got on with his challenge, which I don't have the strands here, you know. I don't. I have. Oh, yeah, I have. He had wire on the top. Gosh, how bad am I? Sorry. Now, Mark had 0.4 wire in navy, which I haven't seen for a long time, just like the red. Have a look. It's lovely deep colour. Now, Mark's really into the tiara twisting at the moment, but also Shambhala style bracelets with your wire works great with 0.4. Crocheting, we talked to Mark earlier, and he's really keen on crocheting. And if you want to do that, go and check out Sheila's DVD. As we said earlier, Sheila for the classics like bridal and crocheting. You just can't beat her DVD, and that's exactly where you learnt that technique, Mark, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Now I'm going to give you a trio of gemstones. One in particular I find so interesting. I actually find it a little bit Andy Warhol, a little bit modern art, and we'll have a look at Mark's wonderful take. Do you see what I mean? It's very arty, and then you've got this almost fluorite blue from the blue quartz there, and then you've got sodalite. A trio of rounds. Your best friend as a jewellery maker. Now these rounds are all 8mm. And you've got your 0.4 wire, 100 metres of that. We're going to go and check out Mark's glorious designs in just a second, but for now I'm going to give you the price tag of just £20.95. The wire on its own is £14.95, so getting everything else for a tiny £5, which is excellent, isn't it? It's called macrame with wire, and I wonder if Mark has macrame with wire. If he hasn't, don't worry. He's gone, no, I didn't know it was called that. But yeah, but you can macrame with the wire.
Absolutely.
And you showed us how to macrame earlier.
Yes.
Let's go over to Lord Mark, as I have dubbed thee today. After the hairdresser today.
Okay. Well, Dion did say that I could add.
Oh,
so I've added.
Oh, what did you add? Oh, jumping. Oh my God. Oh, I love this. Oh,
that's
I
a
love
spectacle
it.
chain. So it does.
This is a spectacle chain.
Yeah, so I thought you could have tassels on the spectacle arms as well.
Now you made a lot of these as Christmas gifts, didn't you?
They did really well, really well.
How many of us have mothers that lose their glasses at least 5 times a day? Because I have.
Yep.
That will just eliminate, and it's so pretty. It's much prettier than sticking them on your head, isn't it? Now you've done really pretty links here. Is this a spectacle chain link, or is it a classic rosary
link? That's just rosary link.
Because the loops are almost a little bit larger, aren't they?
Yes,
I like it. But this is my favourite.
I think that goes so well with silver, doesn't it?
Do you see
Very
what I mean?
Roman.
Are you thinking, you're thinking Roman.
Yes.
I'm thinking a seascape. I love them. I think they're beautiful. This is quite unlike any strand we've got.
It's beautiful. Absolutely
Isn't it gorgeous?
Stunning. Well, at the beginning I was confused. I thought it might have been a multicolour snowflake obsidian, because I've had a strand very similar to this.
I've never seen multicoloured snowflake
beautiful.
obsidian.
Absolutely beautiful.
How lovely.
That's what I thought this was, but I love ocean jasper.
I think that is gorgeous. I do. I'm a big fan of this gemstone. And then
I
wink to the sweetie. I love that.
You liked it, so I thought I'd make another one, but including beads all the way
Claire
along.
will be happy now. Claire will be happy because we are fighting over there. You know me and Claire. Now, absolutely gorgeous. Now, do you know what? We're going to give you one more tiny strand before I hand you over to the fabulous Lady Kaka. Now, she's like Lady Gaga, but Lady Kaka. Now, have a look at these.
Oh, look at that.
If you did Millefleur, these would be perfect. Are you going to do Millefleur?
My mum bought me a voucher for one of Debbie's courses for Christmas.
Oh, wonderful!
Yes,
Joan?
Joan,
oh,
yeah.
Joan.
She'll be watching today.
Hello, Joan. What a great present. And don't forget, you can book in to any of our workshops. Millefleur, this would look wonderful. These are hand-carved leaves. Aren't they wonderful?
They're exquisite, aren't they? Again, same colours as the flowers before, so you have the flowers, and now you have the leaves to incorporate in the design.
Yes, you could make a whole bouquet if you bought the flowers that were our early bird. A whole beautiful bouquet here. They're 18 by 12. And they're absolutely gorgeous. You've got that array of colour. We were talking about that earlier, weren't we?
Yeah,
do you know what? I think these look really nice with some suede cord and a feather with because it's very sort of Indian American look, the Native American look. Yeah, I love that. Kind of dances with wolves jewellery, which I love. All of these colours, beautiful, aren't they? You could make pairs of earrings.
Absolutely.
You could, well, there's so much you can do with leaves. I'm definitely thinking about florals. Let's bring the price tag for you. RIG, POG. $6.90. I mean, for the hand carving alone, it's just such a great price. I'm going to count them. Talk to me about where these are going. Is it an earring strand?
I think so. As you can see, you've got at least 2 of each colour again. And if you manage to buy that strand from the early bird, the colours are exact matches, I'm pretty sure. And how many have you got?
22.
22. 11 pairs of earrings.
And you know what? Even if you don't match the colours, if you choose not to, I think that's quite quirky.
Yes, yeah.
To have different colours, like patchwork. You know, you've got all these lovely colours together. I just think they're glorious. Do think about how you are creating as well. I mean, and mixing mediums, because these would look great with sari silks because of all the colours, wouldn't they?
Perfect.
And with your needle felt, anything that's nice and bright, I think these are going to go really well with.
Because you've still got the banding running through them as well. It highlights the banding, doesn't it?
I noticed that because you look for the carving against the banding, and you almost get 2 wonderful effects there from the banding and the carving alike, and I love that. Isn't this a wonderful strand? Do be quick, we are very, very, very busy today, and if you've got an open basket, I must remind you, that's it, 1 p.m. all day. Mark, when can we see you next?
Friday afternoon.
Friday afternoon.
First mid-show. Yeah.
Your first mid-show?
Ever.
What can we expect from you?
Micro macrame.
Yes! Yeah. I'm so with you. I'm so watching that one. Micro macrame with Mark. Yes, it's been a long time coming at 1 o'clock. I'm tuning in for that. Don't be worried,
no, I'll be fine, I'll be fine.
You'll be absolutely fine. Now, we've got diamonds coming up for you next. We have got Vicky Wonderful Card coming up for you next. We've got...
Start with star buy. First thing.
Straight off.
Buy. Straight in for a star buy.
Straight off, in there with the star buy.
Just like that.
No, you look
straight for a star buy.
You look foxy. So don't go anywhere because this luscious lady is coming up with diamonds and star buys after this. Bye now.
Tune in to the Miss It Miss Out show every day between 5 and 9 p.m. for our New Year's sale. We'll be going to low, low prices that you won't want to miss. All stock